What up, guys? How you guys doing? Go live for an hour for sure. Maybe 2 hours tops. Probably just an hour. Just got a gym therapy. I always say the same thing. You gotta take care of your body so body takes care of you, physically wise. And second part, mentally. You could be losing weight, be a gym rat, be physically fit. Awesome. Well, hey, what's up, Rob? How you doing, Queen? What's up, live? But upstairs, mentally wise, emotionally, spiritually, are you losing anxiety, you're losing depression? Are you letting your exes go type of situation? How y'all doing tonight? I'm doing good, Queen. Doing good, thank you. How you doing? How was your day? How's your night going? How's family? How's life? I love gym therapy because, initially it's hard, yes, like, no pain, no gain type of situation, but definitely take care of yourself physically. And the older you get, the more your vessel gets tired type of situation, so maintain the best as possible, But it's balance, once again, yin and yang, So, and once again, I go live for you guys to just tell stories about, toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, the healing journey, mental health. If you have kids like I do, try to do co-parenting, especially if it's toxic. It's better to squash it and separate. It's gonna hurt, yes. It's gonna suck, yes, but your kids don't deserve to get raised in toxic relationships. Like, if tradition was working, how's it working out for everybody? Respect, especially our toxic families. Yeah, your parents still together, aunties, uncles together, grandpa still together type of situation. But behind closed doors, they're toxic as fuck. And they go to church, respect you for no reason. Are you sleeping in your car? Brandon will say, yeah, basically, 6 days in Seattle. I live in my van. I go home Saturday night, basically 24 hours. Go home Saturday night, come back Sunday night type of situation. See my 8 kids, co-parenting best possible. 7 I'm cool with. My oldest daughter, she's 23. She's doing the thing type of situation. Like, to for one, people, like, your kids don't know how to talk to you at all to for one you. And if they don't, will that bother you? How do you do it? In life, you adapt to your environment. If there's a will, there's a way. Like, in life, you make sacrifices. Like, okay, I got my spot back home 3 hours away, or I can save money and rent an apartment or a townhome, whatever. But I'm like, or I can just live in my van and just, gym therapy. I can take a shower there, throw my garbage at work, and the street wise. And I maintain, I'm here at my job, so I can't really be late to work. If I were asleep, they just stop in the window, Was it hard sleeping? It's a van. So I used to live in my Honda Civic. And the Civics, yeah, I'm not saying I'm tall, but they're not really wide, So in my van, I see like a baby. I got a nice full mattress. And, I'm only going to do live sessions on Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to start. I've been saying this for like almost 6 fucking years. I said respectfully, like, start pushing content. I have like thousands of hours involved in this live session. You don't believe me? I'm behind on it, but go to my Twitch, YouTube, Coach Frito Podcast. This is a live podcast. Like, once again, people go on YouTube, they be like, yo, like, they'll comment, DM me, like, I hear voices, but I don't see nobody. It's just you. Like, right. Yeah, if the old version of myself, way in the beginning of the journey, you'll see, like, dual lives on TikTok, IG, Facebook. But nowadays, nah. All you see is me. You do hear voices, I'm 24 and still live with my parents. But I want to get a big car so I can move out and just live in my car instead of parents' home. Yeah, for the time being, if you can't, that's why it's the financial stress, the financial struggle, right? If you can't leave your parents' household or wherever you stay, for the time being, then you adapt as possible. And yes, it's definitely better to leave a toxic household. It's gonna hurt. It's at first you can't wait till you leave, but trust me, you get homesick type of situation. You miss the toxicity, the animosity type of situation, the drama, but it's because we're brainwashed. We need people because you always have a body by your side. The day you're actually alone in your 4 walls, wherever your 4 walls are, your home, a tent, a bridge, it's just you. Face tattoos, alone, physically alone. You might even go back, dead ass, because of codependency. Like, fuck, yeah, I miss the drama and bullshit. I don't do my parents, but damn, it's just me. Like, yeah, trust me. In the beginning of the healing journey, when you're by yourself, it's really hard to be alone. It's scary to be alone. Do you miss it as far as, like, the family dynamic wise or being home? Being home, yes. I'm a homebody. I love being home. But once again, like, I'm a single 5 kids, co-parent the best as possible, family dynamic, yes. Like, this is why I do the live session for you guys, not for myself. Like, to warn people, like, first and foremost, like, to have kids nowadays and marriage and bullshit, wait till you're 30, 40 years old. Make sure it's established for yourself as one being It's emotionally, spiritually, physically, and financially, and the potential to be there, establish themselves. I tell my kids, make sure you're both good. Not just one side is not going to work out. Because mammy bullshit can't talk to you. You can buy all the gifts you want. Yeah, awesome. But you're still better hit behind closed doors, and you're walking on eggshells in your car. You're about to fucking dread to go home. That feeling, I won't ever have that fucked up feeling. Damn, I got to deal with Maria, Tamika. The fuck I do? I don't got to deal with nobody. I'm in my car. I just chill. I don't got to go home to nobody. Yo, it's my free will choice. Anyone can leave whenever they want to, How do you stay optimistic being in such a tough predicament? Oh, this is a mammy world, right? So in the mammy world, I'm fucking poor, financially poor. In God's universe, I'm the richest motherfucker universe. My face tattoo, I got all the universe, 2D to 10D, the Matrix. I gotta add 20D. What? Teach me about anything about life, mental health, healing journey. Here's the best part. You've been God. God doesn't suffer. You suffer. 95% of the universe, you suffer. I suffered. So why do you suffer still? And the best part, if you have money and status, how and why? I don't got your status at all. And to carve it out, you have no kids and you suffer with your mental health, have a kid or two. Go to toxic relationships, go through breakups and try to do, co-parenting. And before that, you were not ever hurt a fly. You won't ever cuss at nobody. Yeah, now you hate your ex because you can't be around your kid, or the court system gets involved. It could be a bloodbath. The devil come out of everybody every which way. But once again, my situation, I got blessed a real support team. Not this all this conversation, not because myself as a being, this part of me, because it's my healing journey, quote unquote. But now I'm healed. But real support teams. That's where they fucking hold you and guide you in the spiritual religious universe, not this mammy. Fuck the mammy universe. That's why I'm here in Seattle. I say all the time, nobody can tell me shit about life. Nobody, zero. If you can, please don't jump in the box, come in the comments in Seattle face to face. I'll challenge you in a positive manner, Do you watch football? Honestly, if it's on TV, if I'm working out, sure. If it's on the TV, but I don't really do many things for the most part. Honestly, I'm just trying to work on my content, push content, I do a lot of one-on-ones. Like, I'm only one person, guys. Remember this. Like, I'll make time for anybody, but remember this. I'm only one person. I gotta get sleep also. Oh, shit. I visualize the life I want, and it looks wonderful, but I'm so down below right now. I don't want to work for someone all my life. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you can have your own business, cool. Most definitely do that. If you can't, then you just get a job that you're cool with on the overall, and then it'll potentially balance out. Like me, I would have, my kid asked me, last week, what would you love to do? I was like, me? Just what I've been doing. Be a life, do my podcast and bullshit, my one-on-ones, and get paid for what I do, these conversations. Deadass, this is, for me personally, it's easy because I worked on myself, I don't worry about everything I talk about, all my tattoos. Matter of fact, my boy hit me up, my tattooist hit me up. I had to look at his computer and his website, so he's like, you can take care of that stuff for me, man. I'll hook you up with a session. I was like, bet. I gotta put money in deposit to get more ink therapy. The idea is to finally this year finish all my tattoos. So all my back will be sleeved up. My arms, everything that you see is missing, like bald, but we have words there. And any word or phrase that I know would trigger people, I'll put in my body. And see, I ask me all the time, but what do you want to trigger people? Because that's my job, that's my gift. If these petty words in my body trigger you, I did my job. Now, what do you want to do about your feelings? Because your feelings, they're not my feelings. And then to trigger you, just to let you know that for one, you have to comprehend this. No petty little word in the universe has feelings. At all, zero. Only us weak beings trigger people like I used to be weak. We give these words power and weight. That's why these words hurt us. We put ourselves in these categories, ugly, fat, and stupid. I keep it simple. Other than physical beings and the AI, self and tattoo, ask anything man made for the rest of life. Matter of fact, at the gym, I just did a young cat because I was, I really don't show up my, I take my shirt off quite a bit. If I do, it's behind closed doors type of situation. But I was like, what? I'm in a hurry. I was gonna take a shower, but fuck, they were mopping the place up. I'm like, cool, I'm out. I'll just take a shower in the morning type of situation. So I took my shirt out, switching shirts type of situation. He's like, oh shit. Young cat, maybe like early 20s. He's like, is that a cross tattoo? I was like, yeah. Are those Bible scriptures on your back? Like, respectfully, no, they're not. No, none of them are. It's all, it don't mention God, the universe, but no, it's my healing notes, the universe. On top of that, words to trigger people. It's cool if I take a picture. Like, yo, King, do your thing. What's it about? Mental health, the healing journey. I go, when I say respectfully, it's like the modern day Bible for your mental health. It's straight to the point. What? It's straight to the point. There's no years of therapy, counseling, religious God universe. What? There's no years. What do you mean no years? A lot of people do therapy and counseling, and they're going for years, right? Until this day, still struggle with the mental health. And they don't know why. Here's the best part. Your therapist, counselor, they struggle with their mental health. They're fucking taking their Skittles for the anxiety, depression, PTSD, ADHD, all this bullshit. It's called triggers, man. Who or what triggers you? That's all it can be. Whom? Physical beings or what? Man-made bullshit. That's all it can be. Nothing else. And the best part, once again, keep it simple. Other than physical beings and the AI, ask anything man-made for advice to life. You know, what does that mean? We're at the gym, right? Hitch it out. It's only us two. Some of this, you can't ask me for advice to life. So there's a locker room, right? There's a fucking lockers. There's a bathroom. There's a stalls. What's that? Crickets. Go inside the gym itself. Remember, you cannot talk to physical beings. You cannot use the AI at all. No Google, no YouTube, nothing. I'll even be nice to you. I'll give you a little hint, a little secret. The best secret in the universe. You can even use a library. What? Go to a library. Remember this. You can read all what you read, which is half of it. A, communication. Now, with every question you have, you can't ask any physical being nor the AI. So if you don't comprehend what you just read, who do you got? Fucking nobody. Only you. But you don't even know this conversation yet. He was just quiet. He's like, I know it sounds like Japanese, right? Because there's nothing man-made bullshit. I don't care about nothing man-made. The waist can't talk to me. The gym, you're talking to me. Hey, King, sit out. The only reason why you're speaking to me right now is because of my tattoos. It got your attention, right? And you thought religious talk, right? Yeah, I'm born as a Catholic. But nothing wrong with God higher source of the universe. The problem is the physical beings. We are the problem. And everyone, if you're going to religious talk, right? Everyone with the same two gifts every day above ground. You and I got it. He's like, what's that? It's choice and free will. Or whatever, how you want to word it, free will and choice. What? What are you choosing? What are you doing, King? What am I choosing? What am I doing? That's, both of us are free will and choice. I could be nice. You could be nice. You could be mean. I could be mean. You know? I know throw a goat when I see one. Oh, I love it. Check it out. I know a bully when I see one. Here's my tattoo for you. All you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. But here's the kicker. You're here for a reason, because you're a fuck up. If you don't ever start the healing journey to your last dying breath, I'm letting you know you'll be a fuck up. And I'll block you. And remember this. Now live in your head rent free, because I call you a fuck up. Yo, I love to bully dead the fuck ass every which way. You know, counter therapists, they be like, that's wrong, that's being narcissistic. It's called healthy narcissism. Every fucking which way. I love to bully bullies. I'm a model to the whole universe. If you check it out, if you play dumb, I'll play dumber. I'll probably get a tattoo on me. If you play stupid, I'll play stupider. If you can't handle words, please do not open your mouth. I will traumatize the fuck out of you. I promise you 1,000 and your match in your head, I will live rent free. I love haters every which way. Because every day you wake up, before you pray, before you say you love God, you kids, fuck the motherfucker with tattoos. Fuck me, but I'm blessed, but I don't even think about you. Respectfully. How's it working out for you? What inspired all our tattoos? What inspired all my tattoos? The healing journey, mental health, every which way. And I say respectfully, it's a modern day Bible to mental health. All my tattoos are straight to the point. Straight to the point. That's when you see, I'll be like, man, more on the queen side, because my lot of queens are empathetic wise and do the healing journey. Like, man, you have a lot of words that are triggering. Correct, miss, correct, queen. But why? To get your attention. Straight to the point. Here's the best part. The only reason why you're speaking to me is because of my tattoos, not because of me. If I had no tattoos, you and I be walking in Seattle, we cross each other's paths, we might smile, say what's up, common courtesy, and go our separate ways. Maybe a small conversation. But the only reason why you're speaking to me, because my tattoos got your attention. And as you're talking to me, right, you're looking, why are your eyes all over my face, especially if I'm rocking my sleeveless shirts, all over my arms. And you, like, sometimes they don't even ask me, they'll just grab my wrist and pull it. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have asked. No, it's cool. Do your thing. You're just reading them, right? Just read away, So once again, all my tattoos, the reason why I did it for the most part is to get people's attention. It's not for validation at all. The only person I need, chase, compete, submit, any validation from the person mirror myself. I do not need validation from my kids, my ex or hubby, my family, none of you behind the screen. No one in Seattle. This is my life. I'm selfish in a positive manner. Because if you don't got you, who got you? God, yes. Higher source has you emotionally and spiritually 24/7, 365. End of fucking story. Now, physically, who has you by your side? So number two, you're doing, that's the thing for everybody out there. Maybe locally you don't have someone physically wise, but guess what happens? Social media. It's a live podcast. My tattoo. Hashtag social media family. Y'all my people. Y'all my family. Anyone in the comments, my one-on-ones, you know, the regulars, yo, we talking and vibing. And I've never met you in my life. We're just cyber people. We don't exist, you know. I'm trying to read the story behind it. So you were trying to get noticed for them. No. It's not. No. When you try to get noticed with your tattoos, that's called validation. A lot of people get a lot of ink therapy. For example, I say respectfully, a lot of queens, I love tattoos in general wise, right? So I see a lot of queens that have tattoos. It's sex appeal. It gets my attention. But respectfully, you go to the platforms and all you see is, you know, flesh, and they're offering a lot of flesh. I just think OnlyFans. And the Bible says God, the universe, you know, astrology, it doesn't matter what the Bible says. They're doing a validation because what? The attention, the lust, every which way, because sex sells in the cyber universe. Any queen, any female, any platform, especially if she's live, yes, and she's showing flesh, she's got hundreds of thousands of people on there on the live stream. Hella followers, not because of her, because of lust. Toxic love and lust, that's just dime a dozen. Dime a dozen. Now show me love and lust. Go buy a scratch ticket. That's how rare love and lust is. Really fucking rare. In third world countries, with women, queens, fucking please. I can go to third world countries and I'll have a better outcome with a healthy long-term relationship. In America, fuck no. America, there ain't no fucking relationships here. Dead the fuck ass. Because if y'all bumping heads, myself on tattoo, you have your options. You have the housewife, the house husband. If shit ain't working out, it happens at work. You got the work husband, work wife, right? And you have the social media. I got the IG wife, the TikTok wife. I got wives everywhere. So many options. Because she's not doing it, her mother, cousin, best friend, and her auntie's doing it. And we all love God. We go to church on Sunday and we say, hey, fucking, you know, hey, fucking man. You know, so once again, my tattoos, not for validation. It's all for attention in a positive manner to get your attention. And it's straight to the fucking point. Straight to the point, man. That's why people see like something like, what? Slave masters? Yes. Now read above what it say. Fuck your feelings. Now read the other side. Slaves. What does that mean? I tell people here in Seattle. When you read that, what do you think of? Do you think of man-made slavery? Legally, quote unquote, that shit died over, right? It's illegal to have slavery, right? No. It's behind closed doors. What? Behind closed doors. So scenario. I tell queens. Let's say I'm your boyfriend. I'm emotionally cheating, emotionally spiritually abusive. I'm a fuckboy body hopping. I'm physically whooping your ass, right? And every Sunday we go to church, right? So I'm your slave master. I say, fuck your feelings, and you're my slave. You can't match energy because you feel guilty. It's wrong to sin. So why do you have me by your side? Religious talk. You're God, heaven on earth. I'm the devil, hell on earth. So why are you doing opposite track? Do you pray and manifest that magic God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, this spiritual ancestor magic, you wake me up and I love you like you love me? That's not going to happen until I am ready to start my healing journey. So if you're doing a healing journey and I'm just doing a journey, it's not going to work in your favor. Here's the best part. I have to tell you this. Now you're my spiritual gift. I could tell our future. Look at our toxic family. Our parents are toxic. Aunties, uncles, grandparents. Still together. Go to church for no reason. Respect a bunch of hypocrites. Behind closed doors. Your grandpa's still being a fuckboy 70 years old and still whooping your grandma's ass. And he loves God, Allah, Buddha, the universe. How's that working out for your grandparents? Respectfully. You know? They're like, man, yeah, it's straight to the point. And here's the best part. For everyone praying for the higher source, God, the universe, for ancestors, especially in your toxic relationships, right? Show me a sign, a miracle. Send me somebody. I've been saying this for almost 6 years. Nobody's, that I observed, people say leave, right? But if you go back, that's called what? The worst fucking addiction in the universe. Emotional, mental, spiritual trauma bond. That's the worst addiction in the universe. Because you think your ex, you need them in your life because you're codependent. Yeah, you're scared to leave. They're your drug. You're my tattoo. You know, they're the bottle. You're the alcoholic. The bottle doesn't need you, which is them. You need the bottle. Why? Make that shit make sense respectfully. So the miracle sign, it's the door. So from now on, when you guys hear me start preach about doors, every day above ground, count every door you go through that you love. You love the church. You love the gym. You love Hawaii, motherfucking North Pole. That one door, that one fucking door, every morning, every night, you bitch about who? Your partner by your side. And you both love God, the universe. Make that shit make sense. And don't worry, when I laugh, I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm laughing with you guys because I was you. I won't ever bitch about a partner. Fuck no. A zillion queens of the whole universe, why would I stress about one? The potential to be, I'm next month before you're single. The potential to be, I tell them, shit out. Babe, you see that door right there? For both of us, I can leave, you can leave. If you're not satisfied, I'm not satisfied, I'll talk to you about it. Men and women in the healing journey, we talk to each other about this conversation. Boys and girls, they run. They run like Forrest Gump because they say they want love, but they can't even have a dog conversation. So So that's where they ghost. Yeah, that's what I said. Boys and girls run. If you want to hurt my feelings, I can handle rejection. Can you handle rejection? What? If I ghost you, if I leave you, can you handle rejection? Because that's what it's called. I'm rejecting you from my life. I don't want you by my side as a partner anymore. Can you handle that? Or, well, now all my tattoos on my neck, you become anxiety, depression, PTSD, suicidal thoughts. You can't function. You have anxiety, emotional breakdowns. If I break up with you, will you lose everything in life? Because the universe doesn't stop because you're emotionally vulnerable. You're emotionally down to the fullest. You can become homeless because I broke up with you. That means you have a lot of healing to do. Stop over-loving, overthinking, over-giving. Stop being a people pleaser. Nobody is the one for nobody at all, just to forewarn you. But if you think you're the one and the fixture changes, you're not Jesus, you're not God. Nobody is. We're part of him, part of the universe, right? Our relationships clip for Gen Z. In America, fuck yeah, it is. 25 and under, y'all just friends. Y'all just friends. And you claim higher source. All your bio, once again, the social media platforms, all the queens go live, right? And some kings, and read the Bible. Cool. You're 25 and under, you're going viral for reading the Bible, but you're in toxic relationships. Make that shit make sense. You're getting cheated on. Make that shit make sense. I'll throw shit in your face, because that's my job, that's my gift. Yo, how can you be sad depressed? Go read the Bible. Why you, like Matt Rife tells everybody, why are you crying? Go read the Bible. Go to church, pray. Yo, church is not the issue. The Bible's not the issue. God's not the issue. It's the beings in the church that's the issue. Once again, a zillion queens and kings of the universe. Why are you stressing about one? Why do you overlove and overgive? And I was you. We're taught to be codependent. We're taught that whoever you're with, give your all, put all your eggs in one basket. You can. If you can control the energy, fuck, no one can hurt you. Trust me, nobody can hurt you at all. Then leave. And then when your partner calls you out, you're not gonna chase me? Why? I won't ever chase no begging adult. The mother of boys, she's right here. We do co-parenting. In this lifetime, when I was 39, almost 6 years ago, she's the last queen I will ever shed tears for. I will ever beg in my fucking life. Respect, nothing against her. And nothing against her at all. Because of her, she did the best thing for both of us, and she walked away. Almost 6 years ago, May 3rd, 2020. And not physically, emotionally and spiritually, had died. She got up and left. And guess what? She's breaking the trauma bond. And shit's for real. She's not coming back. She's not coming back. Do that with 8 kids and try to co-parent with the baby. And you got to go to work and all this bullshit. So everyone go talk to relationship with no kids? Go to that shit with kids, try to co-parent you might not make it. You might hit rock bottom, become weak, all my tattoos for a reason, and become a zombie, addict and addiction to run from your feelings. I chip on people that do that with respect for you. You have kids and you're a zombie. And you say you want love, God, the universe. Make that make sense respectfully, Bruh, the Catholic Church likes hiding books of the Bible. Oh, yeah, for sure. Have you read the Bible? I haven't. I heard it's a good book, but I haven't at all. Have you? They did many books of the Bible. Here's a lot of... no, for sure, there's a lot out there. But remember this, guys, when it comes to the past, and I say it respectfully, try not to, go deep in the rabbit hole, the gray area. You can research, the books of Enoch, Anunnaki, Star. I love the terminology. It's not that's a spiritual realm. That's a 4D to a 10D to the Matrix. If you want, a little taste of it, quote unquote, a beast. If you go on YouTube, I think he goes by, don't quote me now, but I think he goes by, Avatar, Christo, something like that. Matter of fact, let me see, technology. I'll go right now on YouTube. I don't want to misquote him. He's a beast. He sounds like a California, a surfer dude, He's probably I'm assuming he's probably, don't quote me now. He's got a lot of gray hair. Maybe he might be my age, but let's say he's 50, 55 potentially wise. But let me see. Oh yeah, he goes by Christos Avatar TV. He's got 101,000 subscribers. And he speaks all that. If y'all in the spiritual universe, if this is, I'm a light worker, starseed, reptilian. I've heard all the terminology. I'm in 6 years, right? Follow him. He breaks down everything. He's a beast. The way I preach about toxic relationships, co-parenting, mental health, he knows all about the 4D to the 10D to the Matrix. That's my face tattoo says, I call it all the universe from 3D to, 2D to 10D. I got to add 20D. I didn't know there was 20 until after the fact, so I got to, next session I'm going to add to it, What? I challenge everybody, but teach them about mental health. I don't care. Yes, you're a starseed, cool, but how you're a starseed especially empathetic queens, and you stand depressed. How you gonna talk relationship? You just told me about the universe, Anunnakis, you know, star seeds. You're a reptilian, cool, but how the fuck do you have him by your side? What? Shots fired. Very personal, very triggering. I know. You know, I respect your boundary. You don't have to elaborate at all. You don't have to become vulnerable. But here's the kicker. There's your problem. That person by your side takes all your energy. So you can waste all your energy on him, which I don't recommend. That's your free one choice. And then teach about the whole astrology universe and crystals and do, you know, read cards. Cool. Tarot cards, do that. But look at it by your side. Make that make sense respectfully, you know? It explains so much. That's what it said. That's what it say. The Anunnaki correlates in the Native Americans too. They're almost all the same story. Enoch is talked about in Genesis 2. That's what it say. But what about the animal tablets? Right. Thoth. I don't know what I am. I have right negative blood type, and they talk all kinds of stuff about that. Oh yeah, once again, that's like DNA, the chromosomes. That's in the Bible. They said we have. Don't quote me now. Let's say we have like 52 chromosomes. Back in the day, Bible talk. That's why they lived for like 900,000 years, and they had like, I don't know, 53 whatever. So, Enoch whatever, something with his brother. He didn't like what he was doing with humans, so they removed one part of the chromosome. That's the reason why humans only live like 100, 120 years tops. My situation, I'm trying to, it's probably highly impossible, right? But 200 plus years. But I know this avatar is pathetically fucking weak. The older I get, it's going to become, you know, it's going to deteriorate. So let's say I hit 120, like, you know, I could be somewhat physically fit. I could keep moving around, but eventually it's going to shut down. And that's the part of like, which, like, you know, Johnny Chang says, which I add to it, which probably gets out of my body. Everyone's guaranteed death, but I add to it. Yes, everyone's guaranteed death. Everyone's guaranteed to hit rock bottom. Everyone's guaranteed to go through a heartbreak. 1,000%. Now the question is, when will you start your healing journey? You can know all about man-made things, spiritual universe. I've heard it all, which is phenomenal. But magically, look who you have by your side. There's the problem in your life, respectfully, you know. I'm RH negative. I can have a baby that has positive blood. Oh, well, you know, do you want to have kids? You know, once again, that's kids can be a lot. I talked to one of my people, but once again, I've been knowing her. She was young. Like, I don't know. I told her, like, I've been knowing you and your sister since you were like young. You know, the overage myself, I was just on a journey like you are, and now you're doing the healing journey. And I did mine at 39. So I go like, she guys, you know, she gave herself a little like, you can't beat yourself up, like self-sabotage, so, you know, self-hate, dislike. I was like, oh, shit, man, give yourself props. Yeah, look at this. Now I'm talking about the healing job on my tattoo. So you saw me transition from a regular person, blue pill conversation, right, to a red pill educator, right? And look what I talk about. That's what we have this conversation about your toxic relationships and your involvement, which is phenomenal. Give yourself props. Give yourself grace. You know, your parents did on this conversation. Like, my parents did on this conversation. Your parents probably think I'm crazy and shit, you know? It doesn't hurt my feelings because they're just on a journey. You're on a healing journey. I already did my healing journey. That's why you have these conversations. And you're a patient to the fullest. That's all I told. Give your parents grace. They don't know these conversations. For everybody out there, you're doing the healing journey, your parents should have taught you better. Your parents did the best they could. That's all they know. They don't know what healing journey is, mental health, you know, let your exes go. You know, they don't know what forgive potentially, but to let go, that's a lot, you know. I have to have shots. Oh, because you're blood wise? My blood doesn't want to be with positive blood. Okay, well, just don't take if it's a health risk factor, yeah, definitely don't do that to yourself, you know. Best as possible. And let's say if it's too much of a risk to have kiddos, you have options. You can adopt, you know. If not, then you have, you know, nieces and nephews, your friends' kids. Like, sometimes, you know, God universe tests you can't have kids, you know. So there's options. Yes, it's not physically, biologically your own kid. It's okay. There's a lot of kids out there that have no parents, or in bad toxic households. So you can tag your jump in and probably help them out in a positive manner. But remember, this kids are not easy, man. There's little ones that test your buttons every which way. That's their job. That's a gift. And the best what they do is conversations. That's why I give kids grace and give yourself grace. Like, man, like, I'm mad at this little one. Yeah, you are. But here's the kicker. They don't know. Kids are fucking unconditional love. They're pure as fuck until they get to middle school, high school, and start catching feelings. Now they'll start going through what you went through. The question is, can you hold and guide them? Or you can just tell them, go to church, pray in God's hands. That's it. That's all you got from me? Cool. Respect is not going to work on anyone's favor. Nothing's wrong with your belief. The problem is you. The problem is the person that you love that doesn't love you back, which is called toxic love. The church teach you about that? The Bible teach you about that? Maybe if someone can elaborate. If not, leave it in God's hands respectfully, you know? I have negative blood, so when I'm pregnant, I have to have a shot or my body will kill. Dang. Negative blood is rare. Oh, snap. Well, once again, Queen, like, just be very cautious. If it's too much of a risk to have a baby, you know, respect. I said don't try, you know. Oh, I know I have beautiful girls, but it's crazy because my dad has negative blue eyes. So do I and my kid. Oh, okay. And once again, that's, you know, the physical body type of situation. So once again, for everybody out there, like, first and foremost, like, if you're gonna have kids, make sure you're ready best as possible on both sides, not just one-sided. And that's why I tell the queens all the time. Remember that just to forewarn you, it's everyone's choice and free will to do whatever they want. That's everyone, every day above ground, our first breath, every being, whatever you want to call yourself. I don't give a shit. Call yourself a fridge. I don't care what title you want to call yourself. But everybody has two same gifts. And what is it? Free will and choice. Or choice and free will. However you want the terminology was. What? I got it, you got it. What are you doing? What am I doing? You know? And that's today. Every day above ground. So that's what you should do, day by day, baby steps. And negative doesn't mix with positive. Okay. They don't know where negative blood came from. But once again, if you want to go that terminology and those, you know, categories, that would go by, you know, Enoch and then Anunnakis, starseeds, all that, spiritual beings, quote unquote. But once again, try not to get too deep in the rabbit hole of that, which is cool. If that's your belief, nothing against your belief at all. The problem is you as a being, how are you doing with your mental health in this human experience? You know? I'm wondering if I came from Anunnaki, some genetic tinker, potentially, once again, potentially wise, but here's the kicker, like, if you want to research, that's cool, more power to you, but just don't forget about you. You're the one suffering. I was telling homeboy at the gym, you know, he's atheist. Cool, chill. I'll break it down for you really simple. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, all my tattoos on my neck, they don't wake up tomorrow. They don't have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues. They're not stuck on their exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. They don't worry about triggers, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, traumas, and they turn to insomnia. None of them are. We beings are the ones that worry about everything on my tattoos. All these words, 95% of you worry about this. These are your cuts and wounds. If you're doing a healing journey, you're doing the healing journey. But are these tattoos in my body? Are they your scars healed, or because you let them go, closure for yourself, or you're still healing them? And if anyone mentioned your ex, you know, you can provide boundaries, you know. But that lets your people know that you're still hurt, you're still traumatized. Don't mention my father. Don't mention my ex. If you do, I'll walk away. Yeah, because that's your trigger and that's your trauma. Because you hold on to the pain because you're scared to let go. You're scared to do closure for yourself, to comprehend why it happened to you. And then until when you comprehend this shit, you don't do this shit again and again and again. If you do, then you are the problem, respectfully, you know? They have no clue where negative blood type came from. I've been through a lot. I've been through all that. Oh, yeah. But once again, I try to tell people, watch me as a being. I just try to focus, help you focus more on yourself. Be selfish in a positive manner. I'm happy of higher source, whatever your belief is. Your belief is not the issue. You are the issue, especially when toxic relationships or you're stuck in your ex's trauma bonds and bullshit, worst addiction universe like I was. It's the person by your side. Like Buddha taught, mind, body. I teach mind, body, and who? The person by your side. Because relations can make you, break you, and they can then destroy you. If you allow them to destroy you, they shall. And when they destroy you, the universe does not stop because you're emotional down at all. You could lose everything in life because one person came in your life and sold you a fucking dream. Yeah, it sucks, man, but don't let that happen to you as a being, you know? So number one, 8, don't go to live. Insomnia, anxiety, everything, but you can still mention a trigger for me, but I'm not going through that. I was court commented at one point. I don't know what my beliefs are, though. I've had several grippy sock case. What's that? Grippy sock case. Can you please elaborate, Robin? And when it comes to beliefs, once again, you can become, where's a Catholic, let's say you go atheist. That's cool. Like, whatever you believe, your belief is not the issue. The issue is you. If you're in toxic relationships, you are the issue every which way. The person by your side that you allow to come in your life, that's the issue. Why do you allow toxicity? Is that all you know? Oh, mental hospitals? When it comes to mental hospitals, once again, all this ADHD and fucking taking pills and bullshit Skittles. Respect. I feel like if you take Skittles, people take Skittles. People get offended when I say that. Well, like, let's say a potential partner and she tell me, guess what? I take all the Skittles from my mental health, from anxiety, ADHD, my BPD, MPD. Like, oh, queen, respect and say this. Like, so you're codependent of pills, so you use those to numb up, so you run from your feelings. So we could be associates. We could be, if you're not the toxic, you're running to the toxic, I'll even call you a friend. Potential partner is not going to work out. Because every time someone triggers you, and let's say I don't do it, you don't run to your Skittles, right? So what do we do with each other? Why don't we just stay friends and associates? I would and guide you. But I know you're scared to become vulnerable and then talk about that's your personal feelings and that's your trauma. You don't have to elaborate. That's your free one choice, right? But here's the kicker. How can you say you want love? I'll even give a scenario. The day that you do get love, quote unquote, and the person asks that you love, quote unquote, asks you the same question I just asked you, what do you do to them? Crucify them, build one to push them away and need your space, then you're the problem. You're not ready for love. Just date toxic love, respectfully, Oh, I definitely agree. No, it was I had a few issues going on. A lot of it was hormonal. Oh, okay. Well, when it comes to you queens, yes, your bodies have, for sure the hormones and a lot can go on, especially when you're imbalanced and stress is a killer type of situation. So that's why you queens go through a lot everywhere true because your body shifts way too much. Your chromosomes, all that good stuff. And the main reason why, because the person by your side. That the fuck ass. Why do you think when you talk relationships, hell on fucking earth, your hell goes to shit. Everything goes to shit. And then y'all break up, right? And the day you do the glow up, male, female, you do the glow up. Cool. Loving the fucking universe, whatever it is. And all of a sudden you go back to your ex, or you date people like your ex, and now you what happened to your glow up? It goes to shit. Dead ass. Because now you have someone by your side that's taking your energy. I keep it simple. Love is consistent. If we match energy, that's love and respect. That's called fucking love. Every which way. Now we take energy. That's toxic love. Why would I allow someone to come in my life and try to take my energy? I'm not a virgin. I open my mouth. If you don't like it, don't please. If you don't want to hear the truth, then please don't talk to me. Keep scrolling, keep walking. Well, I keep it 1,000. My tattoo, I keep it 1,000. I might hear tell nobody a dream. I read energy. Boys get triggered all the time. You don't know me. I know energy. You're a circle. You're a zombie. I don't deal with you guys, especially. If you're not the toxic, once again, you're around the toxic, I'll call you an associate, maybe a friend. But I'm going to call you on all your bullshit. If you want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about it at all. So if you don't like it, don't talk to me. You're not going to hurt me at all. I'm in Seattle. Zillions of people talk in Seattle. Well, it's just about you, one. You can hate me? Cool, hate me. I did my job. So every day background, when you think about me, fuck the motherfucker. I don't care. Fuck me, but I'm blessed, respectfully. I don't blame someone for triggering me. That's something I go through myself, my own self. I never blame someone for my own actions or feelings. My feelings are completely from my own feelings and behavior. Right, and that's what I tell people all the time, like the intent, quote unquote. The people in the healing journey, you should want to, like I was taught, you should want to, when these negative triggers happen, and you're sad, depressed, bitter, hateful, whatever negative trigger it is, right? Feeling, talk to yourself, whom is it? Who is it? Or what is it? It's also, it could be physical beings, that's it. Or let's say it's your job. It's fucking bills, yeah. So now what do you do with your feelings? When it comes to physical beings, why do you gotta deal with them? I preach about doors. The door's right there. If it's coworkers, calm out. But I don't mean hurt their feelings. They're hurting your feelings. What the fuck? Come on, man. Match energy every which way. Every which way. Sorry, guys. What you gonna call it? Every which way. It's very many things and it's all on yourself. Yeah, well, once again, and I preach about real support teams. Like my mother too, I'm telling my homegirl today, she's mad young. I'm always your pocket. Like she's like, every time I talk to you, we have deep conversations. Like because you're my inner child, and I'll just metaphor, therapy, county talk. You're a younger version of myself. I'll give you every option, every story I can give you. I will hold you and guide you. And if you choose wrong, mess up on your face, I'm always your pocket. You know what? Because I was you. I put my hand out. Yes, God, the universe. Yes, they got you. Yes, I hear it all the time. Emotionally and spiritually, 24/7, 365. They're by your side. They're all unconditional love. We physical beings are called conditional love. We're transactional. God, help me with this breakup. Help me take this pain from me. If you do that for me, I'll pray more. I'll get back to the community wise. I'll be nice to the mother of my kid. Whatever. Yeah, transactional love. Yeah, conditional love. That's not unconditional love. When you're an adult, to do unconditional love, once again, when you was like a little kid, you gotta do your healing journey. More in the wake and woke journey. Potentially now you can do unconditional love. On top of that, nobody can take energy because you already know that people come and go every which way. That's what I'm telling my back for everybody out there to forewarn people, and nobody has to comprehend it. To say fear in a positive manner as a forewarning. Did you know anyone could break up with you? Anyone could cheat on you? Anyone can divorce you? Anyone can ghost you? Anyone can leave you whenever they want to. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live fear scared of that? Respectfully, that'll be tied on my back. Eventually, make shirts and hoodies and walk around in Seattle. Guess what's gonna happen? Trigger a lot of people. What? Your partner that you love, you've been 20 years solid, they can wake up one day, you know what? I don't want to be with you anymore. I could talk to you, but you know what? I don't want to do all the drama, crying, and stress. I'm going to just pack my stuff. If I want to take my stuff, it's replaceable. I got money. It's replaceable. I'm going to go to work, and I'm not coming home. I'm going to just get on a plane. Hey, what's up, Queen? ¿Cómo estás? How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to the live. If you're at work, how's work? How's your day? How's everything? Good to see you. What you might call it, respect here. And that's once again to forewarn people, because it would have been nice if some people taught me, if someone forewarned me about all the stuff that I went through. And I have to remember this: nobody has to comprehend nobody at all. But the cool thing is, these conversations, everybody plants seeds. Now, when you hear these conversations, you as one being, what will you do with the seed? Water it, observe it, study it, or let the seed die. That is your free one choice, So that's why, once again, all these live sessions for you guys, not for myself, especially you empathetic queens, because a lot of you empathetic queens on the overall are love, and you do offer love 1,000, Bien, work is good, finally getting it baked down. Okay, awesome. How are you? Oh, I'm doing good, queen, gracias, thank you. Happy work is slowing down for you. Just got a gym therapy, gotta take care of your body, but body takes care of you. Just gonna lie for a little bit. After that, go to pillow talk, man, go to sleep. And then be on the ground with work tomorrow. So everything is going good so far. Okay. Yes, sabes. So once again, physical health is phenomenal, right? But balance. Check in with yourself, your mental health. They lose anxiety, depression. All my tattoos. That's all my tattoos, Good to see you. You too, Queen. Always, yes, always. Always the fullest, love your energy, a beautiful individual. And once again, a lot of you queens are empathetic. You are loved. A lot of you been hurt by us, boys, not a lot of us, Not all of us, a lot of us boys are narcissistic because we're raised not to have conversations. Last time my homegirl, I was like, she just dumped out of a relationship to a better relationship, from toxic to loving. And she was saying, I know it's kind of bad, it kind of looks bad, go check it out. As long as you both talk about it, and he waited, which is cool. Once again, people can wait for people type of situation. Like, he didn't want to intervene. He knew, even though you're going to talk to the situation, he was still there for you. That's awesome. That's his choice of free will. But remember this, I just forewarned her, as long as you do, communication, be comprehensive, potentially you guys can have a healthy long-term relationship as long as you guys talk to each other. On top of that, let's say he doesn't have his conversation. If you want to, I'm here for both of you. And I go ahead and guide him. Because as men, we're not taught to have conversations about feelings. All he does is work, provide, and that's it. He'll buy you gifts. In the beginning, will make you feel good. But when shit hits the fan, and you're in your feelings, and he doesn't want to talk about his feelings because your relation's going toxic, there is a problem. He's like, I bought you roses. I bought you Gucci and Prada. But yeah, babe, thank you. Thank you for that. It's a nice gesture, but all I want to do is just talk to you. Why don't you talk to me? What do you want to talk about? There it is. That's what I told her. I was him. Trust me. No one taught me. My family? What? Respect say that. I say all the time. Nothing against my family. None of my family in Washington State, down to Mexico, back to Spain, the motherland. Zero. I have fucking hundreds of thousands of family members. They're stuck on what? The generation cycle. They're just blue pillars. And they all go to church. Nothing wrong with church. The Bible, it's the beings in the church. It's the beings in the toxic household. That's the problem, So once again, I just go there for you guys, especially you queens, 0.01% of the men that actually want to do this healing journey, that actually reach out for help. And we have a small conversation, but once again, those don't last too long because there's a situation there's just in the lust part, well, I'm a man, I can look. I'm like, you can look if you want to. But if you're staring gawking, that's called emotional cheating. You cannot, that's not love, that's toxic love. So if I was you, I would do, once again, that's your free one choice, you don't have to. Do poly open relationships, benefit situationships, 25 and under, your friends, because you're both scared of title, more on the male side because of options. All my tattoos for a reason. you know? And that's why my homegirl, she's mad young, she started laughing. I'm like, I said, you have a cell phone tattoo? Like, yeah, it's not the cell phone's the issue. I'm the owner of the cell phone. No looking allowed. Once again, like, that, which is a good subject. You as one being, talk to yourself like, it's cool to have, I guess, a little bit of jealousy, right? A little bit of insecurity issues, quote unquote. But like, if you know your partner, then the idea, quote unquote, you don't bring your past to present. A lot of us do that. We're traumatized of our exes because your ex is more like jealous and controlling type of situation, right? So that's the problem right there. So the day that you, like my situation, I worked on myself. I tell queens, the potential babe, shit up. I don't give a shit if you look at guys, but if you're staring gawkily, like never seen a man and a woman in your fucking life, right? Then there's the problem right there. That's called emotion cheating. You're not satisfied with women more likely not. So maybe you want to be with them. Like, no, I'm just looking like there's two versions of it. The positive version, you sit there and observe because their energy. That's what it is, like, which on TikTok, she goes by Ace Humble. She's the one that suggested that. That's why certain people, once again, the queen are empathetic wise, they say certain terminology wise. Now, yeah, that is a positive version. That's true because she's like, I stare at females. She's I'm a lesbian. I'm sorry. She's but people will probably think I'm checking. No, I'm just observing the energy because she's spiritual. Like, oh, okay, I dig that. I like that. That's true. That's what I do. I look at you. I've been doing this all the time. I judge everybody. Judging people, is communication. I'm sitting there observing. I don't have to speak to you physically at all. Because what am I doing? I'm trying to comprehend who you are as a being. That's why as a being, all I see is squares, circles, and zombies. If you're a square, we're talking and vibing. Circle, zombies, negative. I keep it simple, religious talk. If you're a square, empathetic person, then religious talk, you're heaven on earth. So if you're heaven on earth on the overall, why do you want to fuck with squares and circles? All of them? It's a big word, all of them. That's hell on earth. All these bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, the bullies, the racists, the worst of all of us, the zombies, the addicts, addiction, they're all hell on earth. They're toxic love. A little bit of love, hella toxic love. And you want to magically like chill with them, be with them as partners, have married and kids? What the fuck? Yeah, go self-sabotage your life. And believe higher source can do it for you guys. Respectfully. Once again, back to square one, day one. Every day background, what does everybody have? Two same gifts. And what is it? Choice and free will. What are you choosing? What are you doing? What are they choosing? What are they doing? Respectfully. So you don't want to deal with that. That's it. Once again, like, when you want to be single, for sure, do that. Most definitely wise. I highly recommend supporting to have these conversations. So you date yourself to get to know yourself. They taught me, date yourself to learn your boundaries, your love language, your standards. So then from there, why has the potential to be, as you observe the red flags, what do? You open your mouth for less boundary. Check out, baby. Like, you can like me, that's cool, I love your energy, but just to let you know, like, I don't deal with jealousy issues. What? Like, just my situation with queens all the time, just to let you know, to forewarn you, I speak to 1,000 queens every day background. I'm always with my cell phone. Always my cell phone. I will make time for us, but just to let you know, the queens that I talk to is platonic, no passing boundaries at all. If you think that there's passing boundaries, go through my cell phone. I don't care. If you're that insecure, go through it. If that makes you for the better reinsurance. But if you keep doing that, that lets me know my neck tattoo. See my neck tattoo? I'm not your ex, nor your exes, your past been. Toxic love, trauma, no trauma. I don't know you. I'm trying to get to know you. I'm today and now the present. If you want to talk about these triggers, we can. But once again, the potential to be, we have this conversation. So for one, what she's about to get into, because I'll walk away. I'll talk to you, but I'm going to walk away. I love you, babe, but I love myself more. Respect, you're too traumatized. I can't do this no more. Or if you want me to, I can accept you. If you're not doing it, guess who's going to do it? Your mother, cousin, and your best friend. And we're going to church every Sunday with say amen. You want to do that? Your feelings, not my feelings. Respectfully, Love that. Gracias. 1,000. Once again, just to pay it forward, tell stories once again. So, yeah. I know. And when I say I'm being sarcastic, I don't want that to nobody at all. I'm for warning you, because the boys behind me, they will do that shit. I love you, and they'll smash your mother, best friend, and your cousin, and they'll all go to church. The priest knows who's doing what, etc. Wise, So, what's up, son? How you doing? Welcome to the light. And I say respectfully, like, you don't want to get hurt at all. Golly, right? Savages. You got to be careful, because you're the one that's about to get hurt. But I promise 1,000, if you knew what red flags are of your exes, you would have walked away a long time ago. Trust me, I know you would. Trust me. Why I'm next month, almost 4 years single, Why? Because I don't deal with toxicity. A lot of queens get to know me type of situation, and I love your energy, I love conversations, cool. But when we have deep conversations, they just kind of like shy away type of situation. Like, well, there you go. There's another potential. Cool. So be it. That's why, once again, America, I don't get one more year. After that, go third world countries. But even then, respect I said is in third world countries, a lot of communities empathetic. They might be doing the healing journey, but they might not know the terminology wise. Even them energy potentially might be too strong for them, because first and foremost, third world countries having a bunch of tattoos, that's a no-no. Which country? Maybe like Mexico, South America, potentially maybe. That's like a high maybe. For sure, like the Asian cultures. I love the Asian cultures. There's a lot of cultures that the queens are empathetic. They're traditional. I know that with you 1,000%. I already know that every which way, right? But my situation, I'm gonna forewarn them. Check out. So here's the kicker. Like, here's my situation. Go to YouTube, my podcast. If you speak somewhat a little bit of English, that's the way I speak care of myself, right? So here's the kicker. Like, I'm gonna be with you, right? Scenario, not facts. We'll be a partner, couple. But just to let you know, if you haven't worked on yourself and your healing journey, and you haven't realized boundary with your family, if your family wants to bully you and shit, just to let you know, I'll pick up for you. If that's gonna hurt you or bother you, it's not gonna work out. Respect your parents, but how are you my age? Let's say you're 40 plus type of situation, and your parents disrespect you. They claim higher source, right, quote unquote, and they bully you. So I'm wrong because you won't do it because I used to be you. You're too introverted. You're scared to realize boundaries. You're scared to like lose your family. Then respectfully, that means you haven't cut the umbilical cord type of situation. So your family dictates your life and your relationships. So you're not ready for love. Respectfully, what? Because I'll pick up for you. I will. If that hurts your parents' feelings, your brother, I don't respect. I don't care. Because I elaborate it out. So how come you go to church and you bully your daughter? Would Jesus bully? God bully? I doubt it very much. So why do you as their parents? And that's gonna cause altercations. And they're gonna gas them up. But babe, check out. I know you love him. But he just disrespected your father, your mother, your brother, your cousin. So who you choosing? We came before him. And you didn't come to me like the fucking movies, like anime. It's a broken fucking record. And babe, check out. That conversation, I forewarned you about it. So I'm choosing myself. I'm doing us both a favor and I'm walking away. And now learn from this. You're not ready for love. Your family is your love. They'll always dictate your relationships. You're not ready to let go. Cool. I was you. And it's over, That's the situation because your parents aren't happy, so they don't want to see you happy, And I say respect to the fullest. Which again, that's my situation with potential to be from different countries, and in general wise, I give all these scenarios so they know what they're getting into. So tell the queens, or if you want to, I'll play stupid and stay quiet. But they're bullying you every which way. What do you want me to say? I could say more in my head. I'm having a conversation, but guess what? It's called altercations. And they were gonna go home. Before we go home, we get in the car and stay quiet. And be crying and shit. And I want to talk about it. Give me my space. So I get crucified because your parents triggered you. And that's my point being. So what are we doing here? What am I doing here? Respectfully, I heard you got to put God above yourself and your relationships. Oh, that's what to say, yes. Very factual, but here's the kicker. When it comes to God of the universe, they're not suffering. They're not in a toxic relationship. You are. So once again, you never put God and higher source above everybody out there every which way. But remember that you're the physical being going through it. So you can both believe in God of the universe, right? Which is cool. But behind closed doors, toxic relationships, how's it working out for you? God's not the issue. The Bible's not the issue. You believe that you as a toxic couple, that's the issue. For both of you, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Stay in, leave in, try to make the show work out, do for the kids, culture, religion. I don't recommend none of that stuff. If it's toxic, it's been over, it's over. But it's going to hurt to let go, especially when kids involved. It hurts a lot, man. Dead ass. Like, I worked on myself. Every which way now because my real support teams. And that's why everyone, when you start your healing journey, give yourself grace. You fucked up. Yes, you did. But here's the kicker. Your parents, they talking to you about this? And then your family, they don't know this conversation. They're stuck on what? The generational cycle. You're breaking that shit. And that's my situation. I would love to have a family again. Dead the fuck ass. I worked on myself. I miss all the havoc, the noise, and just to hold them and chill with them. I see my kids every weekend, which is cool, but it's only one fucking day, It'd be nice to have more days. I don't have that financial stability to be like, yo, I'm going to take a week off. I can't do that yet, Maybe in this lifetime, I won't ever have that shit. But I cherish my time. Every time with my kids, I have these conversations, and I tell them all the time, I'm going to hold you and guide you so you don't become your mother and father, and many of us out there. Trust me, when you're in a toxic relationship, I got you. Every which way to the fullest. And you don't comprehend anything I'm telling you. That's your free one choice. But I'm here for you. I don't want you to be sad and depressed for the rest of your life. Be bitter and hateful to your 39. Like, type of beat me out 39. What? Beat me out 39. That's my tattoo. After the kid at the gym. Why do you have 39 on you? Because that's when I started my healing journey. I completed it. What do you mean completed it? Me as one being, there's no more healing for me to do. I let everybody go. I comprehend why everyone's stuck on their bullshit. That's why everyone's stuck on this. Oh, what's up, Les? Visual, how you doing? Thank you. What you gonna call it? Well, everyone's stuck on what? The generative cycle. Only you can break it for you as one being. And if you can't, which I recommend, pay it forward. No one has to comprehend you at all. That is their choice of free will. That's why when you start doing the more awakened woke journey, you can see everyone suffer, and you can't do shit about it. You're not God, you're not Jesus, you can't take people's pain away. You can hold that and guide them. You can make them feel good, you can elaborate. But then when you go your way to your home and they go to their home, they're going to struggle all night like you struggled. You can still call them, text them, check with them, but remember, eventually your body's got to shut down, go to sleep, right? And they're probably having insomnia all fucking night like you did. But that's when you wake up, you just text them. You tell them, hey, shit, I'm probably going to go to sleep, but you can still message me. You can, audio messages, whatever. Like, say what you got to say. It might be a broken record, you're stuck in your ex, but I was you. You don't bother me. Say what you got to say, People don't understand that. Exactly, very factual. That's once again, the people on the healing journey more and the waking woke journey, we give you mad grace to the fullest. We do not give up on you at all. Like, yo, you can talk about your ex every day if you want to for the next 10 years. I won't give up on you. I was you. What? Really? I can't take this pain from you. I can't, I can't do comprehension. Nope, I can't do it. Kids can't do it. Only you can. So, whatchamacallit, sorry. Facts, 1,000. That's why, like, my situation, like, real support, and it does. When you real support and tell you certain little lines, it hurts. It fucking hurts bad. They'd be like, they told me 6 years ago, they're like, shit out. I know you don't want to hear this, man. It's probably the wrong time, but here's the kicker, like, it's a blessing in disguise. Actually, I'm once again face-to-face or video chatting, right? Because somewhere locally was where I'm from, so I'm behind the screen. I love all 10 of them for that, right? And I'm just looking at them like fucking like angry and pissed and crying like a bitch, right? What was supposed to be bawling like a bitch, shedding tears, falling his pain? Yeah, it's light at the end of the tunnel. The pain's not forever. What? It's not forever. If you allow it to be forever, it shall. What do you mean? If I allow it, I'm not going through a breakup. I did the co-parenting. I did a breakup many years ago. Why do you think I'm talking to you about it? And I don't choke up. I don't shed tears. You try to talk about it, you can't. You try to say, well, you just choke up and stay quiet, or you start crying, right? Yeah, that pain is not forever. If you allow it to be forever, it will be forever. I'm not God, I'm not Jesus. I cannot take this pain from you, but I can tell you stories. Why do you think the way I say to all my one-on-ones to people in general, give me a word or sentence, what you're going through. I can elaborate best as possible. My personal stories, the people's stories in general. I got so much resources, it's crazy. But remember this, I can't take this pain from you. I can't do comprehension. Nobody is the one for nobody at all to warn you, So yeah, what's up, number one? How you doing? Welcome to life. That's right, 1,000, 1,000 every which way. But I say once again, I say everything respectfully wise, because I know I speak kind of fast. I apologize. I'm trying to speak slower, and on top of that, I'm pretty much direct. So be cautious with that. And I'm gonna play some clips, guys, really fast. And if anyone has questions, don't be shy. I got you guys. I love questions. And then so the young kid asked me today, he's like, so do you read books? I'm like, respectfully, I don't read books. I used to. He's like, well, I recommend these books. I was like, well, if you want to, you can verbalize the names, technology. I have my cell phone. I have a little folder called books. Oh, really? Yeah, there's a lot of people in Seattle tell me about books, and I just put it, maybe one day I will get that book and read it, because if that book taught you what you're saying now, it's got to be a good book and overall for the mental health and healing journey, So who do you listen to? I was like, well, Spotify talk. I go, my mentors, quote unquote, and they don't know that they're my mentors. I was promoting Johnny Chang, Religious Talk, The Religious Universe, and then you have Lori Wheeler for the Counseling Therapy Universe, and Sati Tim for Buddha's Universe. Like, what? Yeah, just go on Spotify and go check it out. The cool thing is you can be atheist, you can be religious. If the word God triggers you, then that's your problem. The word God is not about God at all. We physical beings allow these words to have power and weight. As long as you're patient enough or mind enough, they're just telling stories. Here's the best part. You're hearing someone speaking, telling a story, and maybe you can comment and they might elaborate. They might respond to you. If they don't respond, you're mad at somebody and you can't even speak to them. How's that make that shit make sense? How's shit working out for you? You have a lot of healing to do, you know? But the cool thing in the stories, you know, they're just telling like God higher source, whatever it is, and from their wise, personal stories, talks relationship stories. And the intent to figure it out for yourself, not for nobody else, for yourself. And if you can pay it forward, then pay it forward. Like what I've been doing for almost 6 years. And I will do this to my last day in breath. Like, who told me that today? Someone commented on my TikTok. Oh yeah, it was 2 nights ago actually, and they're like, "Hey, you're still here?" It was I think they go by AZN. Like, you remember me? I'm like, can you please remind me? Because it's been so, you know, there's a lot of names out here. People change the names. They're like, oh, no, I've been knowing you since you started healing almost 6 years ago. And it's like, oh, what's that? It's been a long ass minute. It's been probably like 4 years. Yeah, you're still going strong. Yo, I already told you, to my last day in breath. You was there for my healing journey, right? I met about the universe almost 6 years ago. When I figured out this healing journey, right, how this functions, I'm calling everybody the fuck out. That's my favorite tattoo. I call all the universes 2D through 10D. I gotta add 20D in the matrix. What? Every being out there, I challenge you to positive manner. Teach about mental health, the healing journey. Respect you. I don't care about anything man-made, because nothing other than physical beings and the AI, nothing can talk to me. Your job can't talk to me. Your car can't talk to me. Your money can't talk to me. Nothing can talk to me at all. Just physical beings and the AI. That's it. And I don't give a shit about man-made things. That's what I was telling one of my people. I was like, I'm man-made poor, dollar poor, but in God's universe, I'm the richest person in the universe. You know, emotionally, spiritually, like I said all the time, you know, this vessel will eventually die. No one's guaranteed forever. We're all gonna eventually kick the bucket, right? But in God's universe, I always say all the time, I might even get a tat on me. I'm a beast, I'm a God, I'm immortal wise. You know, I won't ever die. Zeus the God ain't got shit at night. And what do I call it? Zeus the Greek God? Because Zeus, the God, loved his wife. His wife was, you know, loved him to the fullest, right? You know, it was all, you know, submissive, you know, she was submissive, quote unquote, all the good shit, right? Just the woman. And he was a fuck boy, but he was a god. Make that shit make sense. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm stronger than him because I have what? I control my lust. Beautiful. I'm in Seattle. Taste the fucking rainbow. Every culture, every belief, every beautiful exotic women, cosmetically wise, energy. You know, I should look at them. Yeah, square. I can tell the way they carry themselves. You know, we have deep conversations. And how can you tell you don't have a real conversation? Because it's called energy. Simple as that. It's energy. That's why I'm all these platforms face to face. Like 99% of my followers, 99.99% of my followers are girls and single mothers. We have deep conversation. I don't know from Adam. We talk like best friends here in Seattle. They're like, that's crazy. It's because it's clean. It's because energy. I work to myself. But it's not reasonable competition. My pride that I control. Other men that you know, right, in this healing journey, do they speak the way I speak? They might mention healing journey, counseling therapy, which is A for effort, but I work on themselves. Are they actually putting all the energy on themselves? Be selfish in a positive manner, because nothing wrong with other things around you, but why worry about other things around you? Respectfully, if you're sad and depressed, who is causing the sad depression? What is it? Because you lost your family? Yes. No more family. Cool. The ex is not working out. Right, there it is. So learn from the situation so you don't do this again. Or in this lifetime, like, why I think I did what I did almost, 6 years ago. So number 3, welcome to life. Respect everybody, what you gonna call it, to do this healing journey. So I don't have like a third baby mom, a fourth, 10 baby moms deep, bunch of kids, and nothing's happening. Like, what? Then I'm the problem. That's why I got hello, how you doing? Layla, something, Layla, whatchamacallit, sorry if I say your name incorrectly, why is whatchamacallit. Like, I tell everybody out, in this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Make that shit make sense. Bodies, my situation, okay, relationship bodies, it took me 4 bodies. So what I say all the time is like, it took me 4 queens, 8 kids, 19 years in the relationship world to tell you a story about mental health, talks, relationships, and just to pay it forward. If you want to say bodies, yo, I can't tell you bodies because respect is the overversion of myself. A journey, no healing journey at all. No real support teams at all. What's the number 1 welcome to life? Which I'm gonna call it. I did Fit in Seattle in 2011, a long time ago. Had a smartphone, no MySpace, no Facebook, nothing. So once again, anyone does the body hopping whole face, you're doing Fit situationships. Because that person's hurt inside their broken, ugly, lost every which way. And they're trying to fill a void of love they cannot get from the ex that they love to the fullest. the one that got away, the one that they hurt, the one they destroyed. That's why they're not ever satisfied. Because no matter how many bodies you lay down with, it will not ever be them, your ex. That's why I love my sister Leslie for calling me out. If she did not put me aside and have this conversation, potentially I could have been doing benefits for quite a while. Because I was just numb. I just didn't care no more. You know what? And it was true. When she told me that shit, I was like, damn, you're right. You're like, what do you mean? Because I was telling my benefits. If I was to put all you together, I'd make a badass woman. Yeah, you guys, there's pros and cons in everybody. But I can't, obviously, I'm not I can't do that. But that was wrong every which way. Because I was trying to fill it with love I cannot give my first baby moms. All these other women I'm chilling with, my benefits type of situation, they show me mad love, respect to the full. Way more love than my baby moms. And the person I love can't do shit. Can't say shit because she doesn't know shit at all. So that's why, once again, no words myself. So that's why my second girlfriend, because some people ask that, if you want to be honest with your partner, you can, or you can lie. Because some people worry about body count and bullshit. So she asked me, remember this is 2012, right? She's like, hey, so how many people you lay down with? I was like, well, ladies first, you can go. I go, me, I don't give a shit about body count. Yeah, but I don't care. I'm today, not the present. I don't care. Respectfully, as long as your past is not the present, I don't care. But if you want to talk about it, let's do this. It's your feelings, not my feelings, And her situation, she had 4 bodies, right? And she was I think she was 25, 26, and I was facts, 1,000, which I'm I was 31, 32, right? And she asked me, how about you? How many bodies? I'm like, well, I told you I did benefit to Seattle. Seattle, taste the rainbow. Every culture, every which way, right? Every nationality, every which way. And for the most part, Seattle, Queens are not shy. Very, very extroverted, and they promote you. A lot of situations, I'm not like these boys that chase women, right? And do all the corny ass swag and bullshit. I'm just me. That's my sister Leslie. She told me, she's like, that's why the women come to you. Like, what do you mean? Because you're just you. You don't even try. You don't do swag. You don't do that corny bullshit like you say, right? No, I'm just me. That's why. It's your energy. I'm like, I don't know what energy is. Yeah, but anyways, so that's why. So I told her, if you want to, just say a number, and I'll say yes or no. Thank you, blessed visual. Go for it. And she'd be like, 10. I'm like, that's cute. 20. I'm like, keep going. What? 50. I'm like, keep going. She's like, man, I'm dating a slut. I'm like, if you want to call me a slut, I'll virgin myself. Go for it. To 100, I'm like, in 11 months, 100 plus, I lost count, respectfully. I tell my sister Leslie, because when you get lust handed to you, literally handed to you, you lose yourself. Lust becomes so fucking easy, and now you're because it's energy. That has 10 seconds, all you need. 10 seconds, all you need in general, any woman out there. 0 3 seconds, hi, what's up, how you doing? Common courtesy, love, respect, nothing. No spark, nothing. 0 to 5 seconds, hi, what's up, you smile. There it is, something's happening. 0 to 10 seconds, like the whole vampire and the human. The vampire cannot step in the human's house until the human invites them in. So when they smile, lock in, 10 seconds, she opened the door. Now what am I choosing? What am I doing? And they keep trying. The more, when I say there's a lot of queens, if they're beautiful, exotic, etc. wives, and they're used to getting whatever they want, the more you deny them, the more they want you, the more they try. Trust me, I've seen everything I was supposed to see, because a lot of females can handle rejection, especially when everybody wants them. They want somebody, they'll try harder and harder, man, to the point that they don't call you gay. You gay? I'm like, so I'm gay because I don't want to smash you. So that shit make sense. You just can't handle rejection. No, why? I'm like, nothing's wrong with you. I just don't want to do anything with you. Respect. I can't just platonic friends and that's it. What? There's no energy here type of situation. But I would use the word energy, right? But I don't know what it meant. I just use that because my homegirl Leslie talks to me it's just energy. That's why the women talk to you, because you're authentic yourself. I'm like, yeah, I'm just me. Nothing special. My boys get pissed out, bro, dude, look at me. And yeah, you guys, bro, you guys try too hard. You guys drag your corny ass swag in line. You get all your hair, you look at respect, like a female, you doll the fuck up. You put all your money in your car, and you're fucking scared to talk to them. I go, dude, they ain't gonna fucking bite. The worst is they don't want to talk to you, fuck off. Oh, so be it. Why we're in Seattle, taste the fucking rainbow. I mean, rainbow-wise, So that's why my second girlfriend, she was my third girlfriend, I apologize, my third girlfriend. She's like, so I'm dating a whore? I'm like, yeah, you can say that. That's over myself. She's like, and that's my last girlfriend. Because she would tell me, when you talk about that story, over and so, Like, do you get excited? Like, no, I just laugh about it. It's over. I was just on a journey, no healing journey. You think I was happy about that shit? Like, no. That's the my sister Leslie. She put me aside, and she didn't do that. I probably would have kept going. Dead ass. I'm in Seattle. Like, it was re-Spanish shit, no bragging riots. It was getting so bad. It was getting too bad. I even tried to stop doing it. But then they come knocking on your door, fucking calling you, come to your job. Like, and I would tell them, please don't come to my job. Like, if you're gonna come for like automotive work and questions, sure. And if not, I'm gonna get in trouble at work because of my bosses. Because every time the females and my boys have like, my boys put me aside, bro, can I talk to you? Like, dead ass. Can I talk to you? Go for it. Man to man. Go for it. What's up? Like, you gay? What do you mean? Why? These women, look at you. See, yes, I know what they're wearing. They're trying so hard. What? I don't want to do friend fits no more. I'm trying to be celibate, chill, nothing. I shouldn't have done none of that, but I did it because I was hurt. I was trying to fill up with a love I could not get from my first baby moms. Because no matter what I did for her, she was not ever satisfied. Ever. That's why when you do opposite tries, it's not going to work in your favor. Doesn't matter what you do. You can be a porn star, bang them, give them $1 billion fucking dollars. It's not you, it's them. You want love, and their toxic love is not going to work at all. Doesn't matter what you do. Pray to God. God's like, yo, I'll give you guys choice and free will. The door is right there. You can leave whenever you want to. Why do you stay? If I was you, I would have left a long time ago. But I'm not you. It's your human experience. I give both you choice and free will. So that's why for everybody out there, the door is right there. Hasta la puerta. The door is right there. Anybody can leave whenever they want to. Do not stay for too long. Because if you do, trust me, when you start the healing journey, we all say the same shit. Man, I wish I was younger. I wish that exists as the past has been written. But if you can tell stories and pay it forward, which I recommend, pay it forward. You should be happy that someone's younger than you was, and they're reaching out for help, and they're evolving, and they're not staying too long like you did. That's my number. When it comes to toxic relationship, my number is 12 and 7. So if you're saying a toxic relationship, Queen asking one-on-ones, hey, how long you been with them? Like 4 years. Cool, 4 years. You ready to do 12? Like, what? Where's that coming from? Because my first baby moms, it was 12 years too long until I walked away. So you're 4 years in, you got 8 more years to beat me. Don't stay for 8 years long. I won't do that. We can verbalize it all you want. We can say it all you want. We're still talking. I'll ask you the same question next year, and the next year, and the next year. It's been 4 years now. It's 12 around the block. What? I thought you said you want to do 12. I'm trying to put it for you in a pot. You want to leave. You want to leave. Don't stay by the baby step. You don't want to stay for too long. And if you do, I'm still for you. And it's not about being right. Trust me, it is not about being right. Because once you let go, damn, you was right. I said the same thing to my support team. And they told me the same thing. It's not about being right because I was you. I'm just holding on to forewarn you. It's okay. Give yourself grace. I'm not God of the universe. I can't take this pain from you. I can't do comprehension. Only you can do comprehension when you're ready to let go. Life is a blessing and a journey. 1,000. That's what I say. You had to learn the hard way, which, I get it. I comprehend it because I lived it. But here's the kicker. Now that I learned the situation, if you're older than I am, whoops, sorry about my phone, if you're older than I am, and you've been knowing this journey shit, why don't you open your mouth like I did? But I get it. In the spiritual universe, there's rules and games. And if you open your mouth, the more than 200 assist, these elites will murk your ass because you're trying to wake up the universe. Yeah, so be it. I call everybody out. All you weak ass elites, yeah. A monkey can pull a trigger all day, every day. Now use your words. They can't even speak. That's why they just drop bodies. These are drop as every which way. Every which way. That's why their God, anyone that's too narcissistic, all these circle of zombies, their God and their love is man-made bullshit. Their body, their beauty, their looks, their lust, their job, their money, their car, their home, man-made bullshit. They can brag about God, the universe. They can read the Bible. They can know the Bible word for word, like Johnny Chang, scripture. Yeah, but they're emotionally and spiritually abusive. They're fuckboys and fuckrolls. Yeah, remember this. Just don't listen with your ears. Listen with your eyes too. Actions beyond the words every which way. My situation, I get judged all the time. Gang mafioso, hoodlums and prison tattoos. I do drugs. I'm like, respectfully to trigger everybody out there. I'm not weak. What? I'm not a zombie. Everyone here rock bottom, but I'm becoming a zombie and it's an addiction. Respectfully, no. Zombies run from their feelings and claim they want love. Respectfully, they don't love themselves. Look at their bodies. Respectfully, you can say prison tattoos, but here's the kicker: if you can read English, I don't think anyone that gets out of prison talks about mental health. For the most part, they'll say they found Jesus God. Yeah, that's pretty much normal. Respectfully say that. I call everybody out. You become Johnny Chan. Cool. Nothing's wrong with the Bible, but here's the kicker. You could be a pastor minister, right? Read the Bible, know scripture, know the spiritual universe. But if I see you with a toxic love broken, codependency, I'm going to call you out. Yo, king, queen. I'm happy what you preach about, what you know about, but how do you have him or her by your side? Respectfully, make that shit make sense. What? I know energy. I don't have to know your physical beings. I know energy. I know your love, right? You're heaven on earth. They're toxic love, hell on earth. Why do you have them by your side? What? Because you see the good in them? There's your flaw. Every which way. Anyone said that corny ass line, I see the good in people. There's your flaw. You're about to sabotage your life because you believe you're a fixture, changing a savior. Because everybody, all of us tell sob stories. Boo-hoo me. I can't see my kids. My ex destroyed me. I have no parents. Yeah, the victim mindset. And some of the too empathetic, they believe they're fixture, changing saviors. They are the one that can potentially get more love than the family did, actually did. Go fall on your face. And nobody is the one for nobody at all. And no one's to compare. If you believe you are the one, go. I pray for you. I'll go my day, go my life. And it's not about being right. That's why all my tattoos, I have a little, on this side, I have a little angel, but God, the universe, whisper in my ear. I have a little devil, so little Satan, right? Facts, 1,000. So to call everybody out, So it says, so God, Lucifer, the universe, we eat our popcorn, we sit on the couch, watch TV, because all you blue pillars and red pillars, all capital letters, you're free entertainment. I don't gotta entertain you. I go on my phone. I'm in Seattle, walk the streets. I'm like, I'm just, in my head, or sometimes they even verbalize it. I'll be saying squares, circles, zombies, because squares, love, heaven on earth. Circles and zombies, there's toxic love, hell on earth. End of story. That's why, once again, as one being, I know energy. Once again, I only vibe. If you want a better outcome in this lifetime, right? Vibe with squares. If you're a square, empathetic person, vibe with squares. You'll have a better, on the overall, better outcome, especially as a partner. Do not do opposite track and date fucking circle of zombies, because you're not the fixture, changer, nor savior. You can be a support team. You go there and guide them, and that's it. Because I'm a single father, kids, right? I can't fix, change, nor save none of my kids. Physically, yes, I can. Financially, money-wise, if I have money, yes, I can. Emotionally, spiritually, no, I cannot. I cannot do comprehension for them. If I know they're toxic relationships and they're stuck on the trauma bond, the worst addiction in the universe, I know they will go back or they'll give another chance. Because I was them. So my kids, I got you. When it comes to relationship, I got you. I'm going to call you out. Oh, there's your mother. I'm your father. How long do we last? How that shit work out for you? For all of us, it didn't work out. So don't become us. But remember this, I can physically save you. I'm not even surprised if you go back or if you give me another chance. Remember this, God can't. You can pay God all you want. God's not in toxic relationships, nor am I. I was, so why are you in it? And the miracle, I'm your father. On my tattoos, you know what the door is. I preach about the door. It's right there. Leave. Don't look, especially when you guys are adults. When you're adults, remember this, especially you queens. Stop being his babysitter, his mother, his father, his probation officer. Go to that door. Do not feel guilty. Do not ever look back. Pray for him. Have compassion for him, and that's it. That's it. He's not He's not a fucking kid. He's not your kid. That's an adult, quote unquote. And the best thing on social media, I promise you, $1 billion I don't have. He goes on social media, right? Play the rhythm sob story and paint you like the bad person, the villain in his story. And some queen that's too fucking empathetic, more than you are, right? She thinks she's the fixture, changer, savior, and she's gonna go in his life, and she's about to get destroyed, murked. Hey, what's up, there? Respectfully. Why? Because hurt people. Not intentionally, but we do. We heal people. We got to warn, like, yo, I was you to 4 years, not working in your favor. That's what my real support team told me. Which I tell my one-on-ones, queen, we're having conversations, right with the kicker. And especially with the fresh breakups, trying to do co-parenting, all that stuff. Y'all fresh, right? So try to control your feelings best as possible. We're having a conversation about your mental health, the healing journey, right? How to overcome this. But just to let you know, like, control your feelings. Because if you think back in your head, maybe we can try. There is no us. What? I don't get involved with, like my real support team told me, like, yo, like, same thing I'm telling you guys, they warn me, like, you're gonna catch feelings from me. Watch, because I'm gonna tell you, elaborate every which way, and you're like, damn, I wish my ex spoke the way he spoke. Right? You're both just in a journey. You're both on your healing journey. She might be doing it. Who knows, right? But here's the kicker. I don't date people that are going through fresh breakups. I'm not gonna be a rebound, and I'm not wasting energy, respectfully, but I'll be here as a real support team. So I tell the queens all the time, control your feelings best as possible, And that's the shit, because you hear someone speaking to you correctly, wise, yes, because we're in the healing journey, we don't have to elaborate words. And that's why at the same time we forewarn you, like, yo, don't catch feelings. There won't be no, maybe down the road, if you're doing the healing journey more in the waking woke journey, but I'm still single, potentially. But if kids are involved, I want to make sure you're doing co-parenting, because if there's no co-parenting, your ex is stalking you. Remember this, I date you and the kids. You aren't the issue. The kids aren't the issue. He's the issue. Because if he can't, once again, he just don't want you happy. And he's mad because he lost the family. Right, because I was him. Yes, I don't want to see a man around my kids. As long as your ex is moving on with the partner, the empathetic wise, and do co-parenting on the overall, then that's a positive. But yes, when feelings are still involved, it's hard to do that. Very, very hard to do that. That's why I tell everybody, do not be shy. Fucking reach out for help, man. If not, traumatize your kids more than they're traumatized. They're already traumatized in the toxic relationship. Now you can't even do co-parenting. That's why more twins all the time. Let's say you're too narcissistic wise, you're too bitter hateful. That's where you have the courts and shit. That's where you have parallel parenting. But it might, for one, it might trigger him, because now, he can't go and visit the kids when he wants to. And now it's all, parenting plan, all the child support, all the good stuff. Wise, it might trigger to the point where it says, fuck you and the kids. But don't worry, Queens, I got you. He becomes a deadbeat father. What was it actually? This is a deadbeat father. Like my first baby mom, nothing against her. She might still be in Seattle. Who knows? We might potentially bump into each other, right? And she chose to be her free own choice, because she's a blue pillar, entertainer, on a journey, no healing journey, right? She's a deadbeat mother. She has been in her daughter's life for almost our youngest daughter, she's about to be 16 this year. So let's say 15 years of her life. Yeah. And she claims God, Jesus. I'll cover the fuck up. All you deadbeat mothers and deadbeat fathers, if the courts are involved and legally you can't see them, nothing against you. Maybe when they're 18 they hit you up, vice versa. But it should got to that point, right? And if you, once again, the intent is you don't bring more kids in the world and you're still fucking up, then you are the problem every which way. But let's say you are a true deadbeat mother, deadbeat father. Don't say God, don't say love. I'll call you the fuck out. Face to face behind the screen. Do not say God, do not say love. I don't give a shit about your beliefs. The beliefs ain't that you are the issue. You can give up on your ex. Don't give up on the little ones. The little ones, your inner child. The little ones don't know shit about life. It's like, I look at my kids and kids in general, like, man, you know what's about to happen to you when you go to middle school, high school, and you catch feelings. You in toxic love, these toxic love, broken quarter relationships every which way, and they want marriage and kids. Yes, it's not going to be a good outcome potential-wise. On top of that, the intent that everyone respects each other's boundaries. Nobody passes boundaries. Your family could do it. Your best friends could do it. They could shoot your shot to your partner, and they love Jesus. But a bunch of motherfucking hypocrites every which way. But that's why me as a B and all my tattoos, I'll call every the fuck out. That's why boys hate my ass. A lot of queens love me, or some queens hate me and they love me because they hate hearing the truth. Like, yo, I know it sucks to hear, but what do you want to do? Keep it 100 and sell you a dream that, don't worry, queen, God got you. The universe does. That's only emotionally and spiritually factual. Physically, which physical being has you? Which physical being going to tell you stories and elaborate? Not many out there. You hear your cancer therapist? How the fuck are they going through breakups? How the hell are they dating zombies, addicts, and addiction? How are they a zombie? Stuck in addiction, and they have mammoth piece of papers. Respectfully, And that's for everybody out there. Once again, I make it sound easy because I worked on myself, which I tell stories to pay for it. And that's once again, it's a live podcast in my van in Seattle, Washington. Eventually, when I catch up myself, because I'm only one person, these live sessions will be uploaded to my Spotify and YouTube, Coach Vito Podcast. And once again, I just do it for you guys to pay it for, so you don't stay in the healing journey forever, and you let your exes go. You don't be bitter, hateful, because if you haven't let your exes go and you try to get in relationships, 9 times out of 10 you potentially hurting your partner. You might self-sabotage relationship because you're always going to be comparing. And to forewarn you, when you self-sabotage relationship by verbalizing, the negative version of you are just like my ex, tatted on thing on this arm. If you say that, before you say that corny ass line, they loved you and are just phenomenal, lovey-dovey and bullshit. But after you say that and you compared your new partner to your ex in a negative manner wise, watch the energy shift. Everything changes because of one line. And the positive version of you are just like my ex is that when you have triggers it out, baby, the things you're saying, things you're doing, like my ex does the same thing. It's not you. I know it's not you. It's my traumas, it's my triggers. I'm showing to myself. That's a positive. That's a positive version of himself. And that's why Ace Humble, she taught me that. She reminded me of that. Because I would just say, oh, she's like, no, there's two versions of it. And that's why people in the healing journey, we correct each other in a positive manner. It's not about being right, like, oh, just watch your terminology, because you might trade the wrong person, you know? So that's, once again, that's why real support teams, this is, everyone's unique own way of speaking. That's what means that being my healing journey. I'll say healing journey in general to get your attention, but mine ended almost 6 years ago. I let it go everybody wise. I don't need people. I want people if they want to tie. I know people will come and go. That is their choice of free will. No one's guaranteed forever. They get to say they love you, they want to be with you, they imagine getting their feelings, and they walk away. And they ghost you. Now, when they do that, the rejection part, are you ready for that? Can you handle the rejection? And yes, they told you everything you want to hear. You met them at church, read the Bible, you traveled the whole universe, and now they got scared and they backpedaled and either talked to you as an adult or like boys and girls ran away. They broke up with you or squashed the potential relationship through a text. You ready for that? What? You ready for that? If not, stay in your healing journey, stay single for a little bit. Highly recommend real support teams, because this is your rejection, not my rejection. I can't have rejection all day, every day. I don't need people. I don't need a job. That's codependency. I want a job. If the people want tie, that's where you go where you're appreciated, comma, love, not where you're tolerated, toxic love. That's why in life you can go house hopping, car hopping, job hopping. You know, just do it correct the best as possible. Don't do body hopping the whole face, because you can catch what? Feelings, these are babies. It's not healthy at all. Anyone that's doing that, once again, you're trying to fill a void of love you can't get from the person that you destroyed, they destroyed you. Whatever time frame, middle school, high school, whatever time it is, like, yeah, it doesn't matter what bodies you lay down with, because you always lay down with them. The TLC is phenomenal. Yeah, but then you always compare, like, fuck, but it's not them, but it's not, yeah, it won't ever be them. And you're using them. Yeah, and then you feel guilty, but you won't say that shit. Yeah. And remember this, when you do all that bullshit, give yourself grace, because you don't know. Why am I saying? Because in middle school, high school, kindergarten, my teachers taught me all this conversation, all my tattoos, 0. I tell my kids, when you graduate, keep it simple. Did you get a job? You be working at your job, nothing about history, nothing about biology, nothing about me. That school ain't do shit. You ain't just to make you a worker. History, do I talk about history? Do I give a shit about history? No, I don't. History can't fit in or save me at all. Nothing about my mental health at all. 0. I'll teach you about robbery life, robbery feeling, because now, why do you think your boss is stressing? Your coworker is stressing. Why are you stressing? You ask everybody, yo, how your parents doing? That's asking, why are my parents? Are they okay? Well, I don't have a parent, I have a mother, I have a father. Oh, single mother, single father. That means what? A toxic household, toxic love. They don't know potentially what love is, you know? So that's why, once again, you gotta break it down, these questions correctly, so you don't sell yourself a dream. They don't sell yourself a dream, and it doesn't work out. Especially in America, for the most part, more on the male side, they run like boys and shit. They go sell dreams, but you gotta be careful. You gotta know energy best as possible. If not, you're gonna get sold many dreams, many dreams, and then you daydream about love. Like me, I love anime. Fucking love movies are cool too. Avatar is my ish, because Avatar, like in the 3D. Like, I love you traditional, right? But anyone can say I love you, right? And they fuck you over to the fullest. Now, what's better than I love you? I see you. That's deep as fuck. Is why I see the inside of you first and foremost, and then the outside of you, then your environment, then your universe. What? Because I date your universe, not just you. People are like Christian corny ways. I date you. Yeah, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend. But what's your everyday life? What do you do in life? What's your everyday, like, how's your family? How's your coworkers? Like, what? I'm dating all of you, not just you as one being. That's easy as fuck. But let's say I'm cool with you, but your family's toxic, your coworkers, all your fucking environment's toxic. Why would I be with you? Respectfully. Because you're beautiful? Because of lust? $1 billion, OnlyFans? I don't give a shit, man, bullshit. It's not going to work. I know it's not going to work out. I'm going to trigger you and everybody around you, especially because of my tattoos. Straight to the fucking point. So why would we want to do this for? Why do you want to hurt yourself respectfully? What do you mean I hurt myself? Because you're self-sabotage your life trying to get involved with me. Because I don't hold back. Why do I just bite my tongue? I love you. You love me, right? So we can't talk about it as a couple? Then what are we doing here? How you doing, number one? Welcome to live. Facts 1,000. I'm saying respectfully. Nice art. Oh yeah, thank you. It's ink therapy. You know, it's mental health, straight to the point. Especially if you want love. if you want love, you gotta know what love is. If not, then yeah, someone's gonna sell your dream. They're gonna hurt you, and now you're sad and depressed once again. And the world doesn't stop because you're sad and depressed, respectfully. So that's why the intent is to learn to love you first, selfish in a positive manner. Depends to be they're in the healing journey. They love themselves. That maybe you could do love, have these conversations, especially in the very beginning. In the very, very beginning. So you know on the overall you might potentially have a good loving relationship. If not, it's not gonna work out. Like now, like the series 90 Day Fiance, I give everyone, especially in America, 30 days, 60, 90 days tops, and everything falls apart. Now you break up, and then what? Sad and depressed again? Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do it to yourself because it's gonna hurt. And we say fuck love. Like I used to say, old school term, love for the birds. People like marriage is for the birds, love for the birds. What? Look at the birds. They don't beef. There's no cheating that I know of. They don't man-made bullshit. They're just chilling, flying around. We humans rub and fucking murk their asses and shit. You know, that's why. But now once again, it's like love and lust. Dime a dozen. I'm talking about not dime a dozen. That's very rare. Toxic love and lust. Flying free, exactly. Flying free 1,000. They're just chilling. Like if you look at Mother Nature, they're just chilling, man. That's love right there. Authentic, unconditional love right there. Just chilling, bullshitting, you know, doing cool. I don't have the spiritual gift to speak to animals. If I could, please, deep ass conversations. If the universe can talk, trust, it'd be crazy conversations every which way, So what you gonna call it? But yeah, once again, I love nature. And once again, nature is beautiful. Mother Nature, it's phenomenal. Like me, I'm in Seattle. Like fuck, you know. Once I get to foreign people, like me, I like the sunset's phenomenal. Trees, it's beautiful in Seattle. But once again, it's the beings around me. That's the problem. But once again, I preach about environments every which way. Like downtown Seattle, the South Side, you know, Seattle wise, that's the ghetto hoods. Like toxic love and lust, dime a dozen. Hello, number 3. Welcome to live. If I want to do what you gonna call it, like you know. Like benefits, body up in the whole face, I go downtown Seattle, South Side. All of it. There are some queens that I love. The downfall is if they grew in the ghetto hood, they don't know what love is. Respectfully. Hi, number 3, welcome to live. And then downtown Seattle, the north side is more the suburbs. This is like, you know, love and lust and healing journey, mental health. They talk to me because of my tattoos, you know, and with some deep ass conversations. They be on social media. What platform? What? I'm on many platforms. Really? Like, yeah. I do a live podcast. Oh, you do a podcast? I go, remember, it's not professional bullshit. Just in my van or at home, or just live. What? I'll talk about mental health, the healing journey, especially if you want love. Ask everybody out there, like, I'm actually a tattoo on me. It's gonna say, do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, I promise you 1,000, you will not stay in toxic love, broken, cold place for too long. You know the door is right there, and that'll be tied on my back eventually, sometime this year. And I mentioned make sure to hoodies. What? I preach about doors. It's right there. Less bitching when working. Go through it. Don't ever look back. What? And that, once again, my one-on-ones, it's like queens all the time. You know, why do you have to choose the one to go to that one door? That one door. Every day, every morning. What? Day by day baby says, queen, whenever you're ready. The sooner the better you leave, I promise you. And the day when you do leave, you don't go back. Oh, it's cool, Mary Wynn. Yeah, you know, if you want to, you can just camp down. You can just do audio if you want to. If you want to just do it, you just do audio. Because sometimes they say your internet is kind of laggy. Just camp down so you're not doing video. Because that takes a lot of, you know, kilobytes, megabytes for your internet-wise. And just do audio. Audio is a lot easier. It's just kilobytes, I believe. But once again, but yeah, thank you for trying. But once again, to foreign people, because you, especially queens, you don't want to stay for too long. You don't. I don't recommend it. A lot of queens stay for too long. Some empathetic queens like I did. First baby moms, 12 years. I say the word manifest for the spiritual universe. That's not my realm at all. I respect when I say that. So I pray, I hope, manifested, right, for the spiritual universe. For 12 years, my first baby, too long that one day she'll magically wake up and she will love me like I love her. And I was born as a Catholic. I was mad at God, like, God, like, bro, I respect you, God, I love you. I did everything correctly. I said the V card, the Virgin card, till I was 21. You know, I lose the right person, but I was fucking respect you, that's the wrong person. I got fucking destroyed. And for all you V-card Virgin cards out there, right? Analogy metaphor, because no one really says this, because no one teaches this shit. In your eyes, right? Whoever you lay down with, becomes your God and Goddess. All you see is them, literally. You will give your fucking all. I know you will, because that was you. The downfall, if you do opposite attract, is a square. that nice and natural, God, universe, whatever you are, spiritual, religious, and you date the circle of zombies, the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, the bullies, the racists, the worst of all of us, the zombies, the acid addiction, you will self-sabotage your life not knowing. You'll happen to you. Take it back. You'll not happen to you not knowing. What? So I want to get cheated on? No, but you're doing this conversation. That's what's like. That's from TikTok. You'll not happen to you. That's very tricky. What do you mean? I allow? Yes, I add to it, comma, because there's more to it. Not knowing you're doing this conversation. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because I'm bored? Because my parents? Because my family? No, because they know this conversation. Because my real support team. They taught me. I did research, and then TikTok. All these, dude. There's so much, so many platforms, so many resources for your mental health. It's pathetic. Now the question is, will you actually reach out for help? Will you research these feelings? That's of all these tattoos. Straight to the fucking point. Every which way. That's my cross tattoo on my back. On the very bottom, it's gonna say facts. I thought it was. It's gonna say this. It's gonna say, everyday bug around. Take back, no, wrong one. Too many tattoos. Too many. I gotta start typing these things up. What you gonna call it? It's gonna say because it's very factual. It's gonna say, everyday bug round. No, wrong one again. Everything starts from home, behind closed doors. Who is the slave master? Dash says. Who is the slave? Dash says. Everything starts from home, behind closed doors. Now, does that sound like Japanese, a little riddle? Let me elaborate. Not the word all. You cannot use the word all for this situation, but you use a lot, right? 9 times out of 10 for the most part, because the way we're raised as beings, right? Us men can be more narcissistic. You queens are more empathetic wise, so I'm gonna use my family, right? And respect to my family, because maybe my family might hear this, might tell my parents, and my pops talk to me, I'll talk to them, you know? Because it's my personal experience, right? It's the scenario. My father, my parents were born as a Catholic. We go to church every Sunday as little kids, from like 5 years old to whatever fucking age I can remember, right? Anyways, but my father, right? Remember this, no healing journey, no conversation like this. This conversation on my tattoos, I love to speak to my parents about this conversation, but they don't know. Give your parents grace best as possible, and yourself grace. For the most part, our parents, aunties, uncles, abuelitos, grandparents, their minds are pretty much set. Maybe potential-wise, if you can mention like a word or a phrase or a sentence, maybe it might intrigue them to make comments, to spark conversations, and little by little, you can start elaborating. Do not bombard them and try and dump all this shit on them, because they're gonna self-fucking-destruct. What the fuck is this? You lost it. You gotta go to the looting bin. You know? So my situation is it won't ever happen. So that respectfully it is, a lot of family members will probably potentially die miserably, respectfully. They go to church, God, it doesn't matter the belief. It's them as a couple behind closed doors, and then we respectfully die toxic like that, and it sucks. It really does suck, but you can't do shit about it. If you're not trying these conversations, that's why you love them your way. You let go your way. You do closure for yourself your way. You comprehend. You know what? They did the best they could, and that's it. Now working on myself, I'm gonna pay it forward, and that's it. You know, and that's how we could do as beings. You know, until your last dying breath. You know. So, anyways. So my pops, right, works hard, all like rage attrition ways, and all he knows is just working hard. He doesn't know no conversation and shit, you know. So what you gonna call it? My dad loves God and Jesus, right? Whooping my mom's ass, and from there, why whooping us 7 siblings, whooping our asses. He does God. So my father's the slave master. My mom's and our 7 kids are the slaves. That's a fuck our feelings type of situation. All my tattoos, yeah. But he done this conversation. You know, we say I don't like my parents. You can verbalize it. Like me, I wasn't a physical abuser like my pops was, but I was a verbal abuser, because like my father was and my first baby moms. That's what my second baby mom's the mother of boys. She said, like, you bitched about your father and your first baby moms. Man, you became worse than both of them. And when she told me that, Dad, I just shut up. I was like, what? Can you say it again? And she got a little nervous, scared. I go, no, just please say it again. And she's like, you bitched about your father and your first baby moms. You became worse than both of them. What did I do to you? What did the kids do to you? I stayed quiet. I didn't say shit. I couldn't say shit. I was like, damn, that's a really good question, you know? And I love for that. God and my pops and always help and guide me. Yeah, no, best as possible, definitely. And that's why, once again, that's why you should do the healing journey for yourself. And if you can, which I highly recommend, pay it forward. Remember, there's nobody else to comprehend, nobody at all. Every being... you know, every conversation you have physically or behind the screen, all these reels that I play in general wise, what does everybody do? All of us, what do we do? Even if you read a book, everybody plants seeds. Analogy, metaphor. You as one being, now what we do with that seed? Water it, observe it, study it, or let the seed die. Even if you let the seed die, So you don't know what comprehension is yet. Down the road, whatever time frame, you know what? Now you're like, oh shit, that's what they were saying. I finally got it. It clicked in. Hey, what's up, Izzy? How you doing? How you been? How's it going? Welcome to the live. You know, and there it is. Yeah, but like you said, only one self can seek 1,000. Yeah, and once again, I reach out for help. It's more than males. I'm not saying the word all. A lot of you queens are more empathetic wise. You've been doing the healing journey. Either you verbalize the healing journey or you're working yourself. I remember from the Likey app. Oh, what's up? How you been? It's been a minute. How's life? How's everything? Yeah. Whatchamacallit, and that's for everybody out there, every which way, like, more on the male side, we're not taught healing journey, these conversations, so it takes us quite a while, potential-wise. You know, the younger generation, I've noticed some are trying, but they'll try for a minute, but then the boys give them shit about that, and they stop trying the healing journey. It's then, like, only women feel the feelings. They do the healing journey, counseling, therapy. Fuck all that, you know, gender bullshit. I'm blessed. How are you? How's life? How's your health? Respectfully-wise. That's why it's not ever too late, but once again, oh, for sure in a minute, Izzy, for sure in a minute. Whatchamacallit, give yourself grace. My situation in this lifetime, my tattoo right here, says, it's hard to see them in the van, but it says 39. Big old 39. So I did a purpose of that big, so people are like, why do you have 39? That's when I started my healing journey and I completed it. Well, as one being, I'm healed. You don't have to comprehend that because you hear these therapists, counselors, every which way, and I believe they say to put fear in you. They'll say, like, the healing journey doesn't ever end. It's a lifelong journey. It's a lifelong process. If you want to comprehend that, that is your choice of free will. I don't recommend that. But once again, that is your choice of free will. I'm the one that comes in your life and hey, remember that. That's what the therapist counselor told you. That's what whoever the past administrator of social media told you, right? Here's the kicker. So I'm the person that comes in your life to stab you in your chest and your mind. That means all my tattoos. Remember that. If you want to comprehend that, let's say you're 20 years old, you hear that. Fear kicks in. I mean, I'm always be so depressed for the rest of your life. Till last day in breath. So let's say you live to be 100 years old scenario. So that means for the 80 years of your life, you will always have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger. You won't ever let go of your exes, your past pain, your toxic love, trauma, child trauma. You always have triggers, overthinking, reactive use, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, traumas, and the cherry top insomnia to your last dying breath. You ready for that? What? I don't have none of that. I let everybody go. I did closure for myself. I don't need people in life. Codependency. I want people in life. I'm dependent on myself. If they want time, they depend on themselves. We can match energy, love, not take energy, toxic love. Now, explain saying this. Who says that? Not many people out there. Once again, I challenge the whole universe. I would respect say this. Facts 1,000. I would love to meet others in the awakening woke journey. My last sex, she was up there for sure, awakened a little bit woke wise. We had some deep ass conversations. She actually gave me a taste of love. Why do you think I'm still single? My standards are hella high. I don't deal with toxicity. If we can't talk about everything, then what are we doing here? What am I doing here? Respectfully, you know? That's why, once again, I'm next month before you're single. I could have had a girlfriend, you know, 4 years ago. I could have a girl, well, almost 4 years ago. I could have a girlfriend today if I want to, but respectfully, when I say this, I'm not trying to come in no queen's life at all and then hurt them with my words. Especially my tattoo, the potential to be, I touch it out, queen. I'm going to send a picture of all my tattoos on my body. I'm going to get more. If any word or my healing notes on my body triggers you, hurts you, it's not going to work out. And you can say we can try. Why do you want to try when you know 1,000% I'm showing you they're physically in my body? I'm going to give you a scenario. So let's say I'm sleeping like a baby. We're sleeping together, cuddly and bullshit, and I go to sleep. I'm dead asleep. But once again, I have no insomnia. I die, right? So you know it's time of my body, and you're reading it, and it triggers you. And you can't go to sleep because that word triggers you. Your healing note triggers you. Why do you want to be with me? That makes no sense at all. At all. But if you want to self-sabotage your life, hurt yourself, traumatize yourself, that is your choice for people. I don't recommend it. And I'm forewarning you. The boys behind me, they won't even elaborate. They don't even forewarn you. Because if it doesn't work out, one for the books to the next, got to go and that's it. They don't give a shit about your feelings. Respectfully. That's a boy that go narcissistic. They don't give a shit. They'll say they do, but no. They just say that's what you want to hear. They love being. Do they? Do they really? Respectfully, you know? Facts, 1,000. So I'm in this phase, but here's Johnny Chang. I only got 15 more minutes, guys. I'm trying to do like 2-hour live sessions, and that's a respect because I'm trying to respect my own boundaries. And eventually I'll work on my own podcast and push content. Facts. 1,000, yes, I was. This is healing a broken relationship.
I want to ask is, how do you reconcile with someone that you've done wrong, who has a lot of anger and animosity towards you, that doesn't want to hear from you? And part two is there ever a point where, a relationship with someone has soured so...
I thought I had like the longer version of this clip, but it's only someone clipped it because he has a bunch of clippies. I have some questions. Izzy, go for it. Izzy, what the question is? Go for it. But when it comes to your exes wise, like, best as possible, give yourself grace. Like, if you have no real support teams, you're not really having these conversations, right? So your exes can block you on every platform. They can say, let's say you bump into at a store and you're, hey, like, don't talk to me. You hurt me, destroy me. Don't ever talk to me ever again. And let's say you're trying to do your healing journey. Now you go to church, whatever your belief is, right? You're trying healing journey. Remember this: the closure is for yourself. It's not for your ex, not nobody else. If you can potentially give closure to your ex, whoever you hurt your words, and they can sit there and potentially, remember this: they don't have to accept your closure at all, because you're the one that traumatized and hurt them every which way. I have some friends that have jealous energy and personality. How do I remove the bad energy? Oh, well, if it's first and foremost, is your choice of free will. So go where you're appreciated, karma, love, not where you're tired of toxic love. So matching energy with anybody out there, that's called love. No matter what your belief is, respectfully, right? If they take energy, that's toxic love. So why do you allow them to take it? And I preach about doors. Doors right there. You don't have to entertain nobody. If you want to sit to entertain for validation, so you realize boundaries, you have to know how to respect your boundaries. If they don't respect your boundaries, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Sitting there entertaining once again? Ask for validation, sit there and debate and force people to respect you, or do you just walk away? The best thing to do, what's number one, is to go to the door and don't look back. I preach about doors. And on top of that, always look at all the people around you. All the people you can talk to. Why do you search about 1 or 2 or 20? Especially in a social media type of situation. I know one friend that is super jealous of my life. Oh, well, because they're not happy in their life. So if you know some of your friends jealous of your lifestyle and the way you live in as a being, and it's in a positive manner, because inside they're broken, they get lost. They don't have this conversation, so do not have them around you. I promise you $1,000 billion I don't have. The less stress in your life, the better for yourself. I promise you 1,000. That's the saying. Stress is a killer. It's very factual. The worst stress is when you're stuck in toxic love, broken, coded relationships. You love somebody that doesn't love you back. That's toxic love. You match energy, meet them halfway. Love. They take energy. They don't meet you halfway. That's toxic love. It's gonna take your life every which way, and you're gonna be stressing. That's my situation. Like, respect and say there's no bragging rights to the fullest. Like if the fountain of youth, it's the healing journey. Letting everybody go. That's why people tell me they don't believe my age. They think I'm like early 30s. I'm like, oh, you guys are too nice. True facts. Once again, I'm just paying it forward so you don't stay in toxicity too much. Like that's from Kevin Gates, which I'm gonna tell my back. I add to it. Go where you love. What I say about? Go where you're appreciated. I add to it, comma, love, not where you're tolerated, comma, toxic love. Once again, people love you. No matter what time of day, they always love you and respect to the fullest. Face to face behind the screen, you build fucking Kool-Aid smile type of situation. That's love. Healing journey, cool people, empathetic people, loving people, whatever their higher sources of belief is. But on the overall, you can have these conversations. That's love. Love only, 1,000. That's strive for love, guys. Toxic love and lust, that's just dime a dozen. Love and lust, that's rare. Like, really fucking rare. And the suburbs and the overall, especially when the Queens, definitely a lot better up there. And the ghetto hoods, I'm from the ghetto hood. I tell people all the time to trigger people from the ghetto hoods. There is no love in the ghetto hoods. Fucking zero. Dead ass. There's more love with, kids. Common for now. If the kids don't leave the ghetto hoods, they'll become the bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls every which way. There's no love there. There's some empathetic people in the ghetto hoods like I was, right? But if you don't ever leave the ghetto hoods, it's not going to work in your favor. And then you want to do a relationship in the ghetto hoods, you cannot find fucking love at the bars, clubs, house bars, the fucking streets. At all. You'll find your future baby mom, baby father, toxic love, broken, coded relationships to the fullest. I already know that. I can see everyone's future easily, respectfully, Facts 1,000. Facts 1,000. And that's what's fair about it. Don't deal with toxicity at all. But once again, when it comes to the thing with your ex-wives, closures for you guys. First part hard is to forgive. If you're 25 and under, because social media, TikTok, you don't have to forgive. That's your choice and free will. But I would say this to call you out. That means you have a lot of fucking bitter hate to that individual. They definitely live in your head rent free. That's when you realize boundaries. Don't talk about my ex. Don't mention my father's name. Whoever the fuck it is. Yeah. Because you're scared to let go. You want to hold into that pain and play the victim. Hey, number one, how you doing respectfully wise? Why? Why are you staying in the victim mentality for? Facts. I love you, tattoos. Oh, thank you. My tattoo is just a map to life. Mental health, the healing journey. God heals. Okay, God heals, yes, but that's like part of it. Like, God's not going to break up divorces, toxic relationship. You are. So he is A, communication. You are B, comprehension. When will you let go of your, my next tattoo, when will you let go of your exes, your past pain, your toxic love, trauma, child trauma? Or you can be bitter and hateful the rest of your life. Make the mindset and blame everybody and your mother for your toxic relationships, for your toxic family. Especially you're an adult. Like, yo, if you're an adult, you left the household and you're still bitching about your family and your exes, you have a lot of healing to do. Nobody can do it for you but you, respectfully. Your friends can't do it. God can't do it. They're not going through it. You're going through it. Now, what will you do with your feelings, respectfully, you know? And that's the shit for everybody out there. That's why, once again, this is live session, live podcast for you guys, not for myself. I'm blessed. Everything I talk about, all these tattoos are my cuts. I say about my scars healed. Mother of boys, I look at her name, I don't become sad, bitter, hateful. That's, you know, that's a blessing in disguise. Every which way. So, but yeah, once again, to forewarn people, I keep it simple best as possible because I don't want you to be in this healing journey forever. It's not going to work in your favor at all. But, hey, what's up, number one? How you doing? Welcome to live.
By the way, Jason's...
I wanted to come and tell you about your tats hard, bro.
I'm sorry?
Your tattoos, they look good, bro.
Oh, yeah, they're just words and healing notes. Thank you. It's a map to life for mental health and the healing journey. It's straight to the point to get your attention. Like, if the word of my body triggers you, hurts you, that's my job, my gift, right? So, and I respect your boundaries. Now, do you want to talk about your feelings? Because these tattoos, these words, no word in the universe has feelings at all. Sad won't ever feel sad. Breakups, to my breakups, and so on, right? We beings, to trigger people like I used to, we beings attach our feelings to these words and give power and weight. Now the question is why, you know? And that's why I tell people, like, I'm here for you guys with your mental health, because you can say you want love, but do you know what love is? Do you comprehend what love is? If you knew what it was, if I was 1,000, you would not stay in toxic relationships for too long. I preach about doors. That's the miracle of science. The door's right there. You can live wherever you want to. No one's got to stay, you know? So that's why for everybody out there, like for a lot of people, because I type everybody out, like as you as one being can handle rejection. The whole universe reject you. Mammy bullshit. You apply for work? No. Apply for a car? No, you know? But the worst rejection is a physical being, someone you like. And you shoot yourself say no, or they tell you yes, right? And they cheat on you, they ghost you. Now you're getting rejected. Now how do you deal with the rejection? Can you handle it? Or do you become sad, depressed, bitter, hateful? You said, which is cool, you said your tears, but here's the kicker. So to call everybody out in this, like when it comes to relations, right? Love, quote unquote. In this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Respectfully, you know? You don't want to be going through bodies. You don't want to do this healing journey forever. And to the point you become bitter, hate, all men, all women, like, yeah, you can say a lot of men, a lot of women. You can say that terminology. All, no, everyone's unique. Everyone has their own belief. Everyone has a definition of love, you know? But that's why the intent is to figure out what love is on both sides. Be compatible to make this work if you want love, if you want relationships. On top of that, remember this, man-made things has no feelings for the most part. Your car, it won't ever be sad and depressed. Your home, if you're at house, if you're at home, keep it simple. Other than physical beings and the AI, ask anything in your house from Advice to Life. Hey TV, I'm depressed, what do I do? Hey roof, I got PTSD, what do I do? Hey Bugatti, I got anxiety, what do I do? Fucking crickets. Only physical beings can talk to you. And the AI, if you ask the AI correct questions, you know, respectfully. Once again, no one's got to do the healing journey. You know, a lot more on the male side, we're not taught these conversations. We just typically do the body hop and the whole face because we don't talk about our feelings. So we think that somebody else will make us feel good. Yeah, they can for now until you get bored and what, to the next, and to the next, and to the next, respectfully, you know. So try to do that best as possible. As a forewarning. Oh, I got 6 more minutes, guys. I'm paying this clip wise, and this is like computer geek talk. Like my situation, like I love technology, like the AI. Respect when I say this. I'm waiting for the AI to wake up officially, and actually have, you know, these type of conversations. And I say when I say this comment, guys, the fullest I say respectfully. Nothing against nobody behind the screen. Me, like my last ex-wives, I haven't really met, be Spanish to this, many people out there, but everyone call yourself as a being that know about the awake and woke journey, the hardest journeys to do, to actually get your life back. And we have deep conversations. A lot of people do the healing journey. Sometimes a lot of people do awakening journey, but awaken and woke, especially woke, to get not this mammy bullshit woke. I don't give a shit about mammy bullshit. It's irrelevant. Once again, to keep it simple, only physical beings and the AI can talk to me. Mammy bullshit. Your car can't talk to me. Your job, your body. No, I keep it simple. If I wasn't kidding, no one really said this shit, which I'm telling my back. You know, I date your mind. What? I date your mind as an associate, as a friendship, especially a partnership, because your mind tells your mouth to move, have a conversation with me. Your mind tells your fingertips to text me. Yeah. This fucking avatar is an avatar, that's it. That's part of it. It's not all of it. That's why they're in Seattle to be like, damn, are you a scholar? Like, nah, I just dissect the universe and try to make. My mom was dissecting this universe, quote unquote, when it comes to mental health, the healing journey, and make it simple, best as possible, black and white. A lot of people don't know black and white. That's why pretty soon I'm gonna find somebody to dye my hair again, because I had it half black, half white. The downfall, I don't really dye my hair like that type of situation. And my last time my hair, I put a shitload of leave-in conditioner, and my hair basically, like, because bleach destroys your shit pretty bad. So I'll probably just do like a bright ass blonde, because I don't want to lose my hair again, you know. But that's the way I think. I speak black and white, think black and white, live black and white. A lot of people don't, especially on the male side, they don't like that at all. I keep it simple. Like, I'll be like, well, you can, if you want me to keep it 100, sit here and sell your dreams, and I'll tell you, God, the universe got you. Respectfully, emotionally, spiritually, yes, they do. Physically, yeah, you're the one suffering. I don't see a support team around you at all. So, but if you want to keep it 1,000, I'll hold you and guide you, and that's not factual. Because I'm here to talk to you about it if you want to talk about it. You don't have to. I respect your boundaries. I know you're scared to become vulnerable because this is your feelings. This is what you're going through. But you don't have to, if that's your free one choice, you know. So, but anyways, let me play this clip. This computer talk, once again, for me it's intriguing, but it's man-made things that, once again, the AI has not woken up yet to be like, you know, have these conversations yet. So I play these clips to intrigue the people in the geek techie world, science and stuff like that.
Google's quantum computer Sycamore did something that's going to break your brain. Once again, it reached what's known as quantum supremacy. Sycamore completed a complex calculation in just a few seconds, a task that Frontier, currently the most powerful supercomputer on Earth, would need decades to finish. Estimates put that time at around 47 years.
This isn't the first time Google has done something like this. Back in 2019, Sycamore made headlines using 53 qubits. But now, the system has taken a significant leap forward, performing the same kind of task with 70 qubits. Qubits are the quantum version of classical bits. While a normal bit can only be a 0 or a 1, a qubit can exist in multiple states at once. This strange behavior allows quantum machines to explore many possibilities simultaneously, giving them an enormous advantage for certain types of calculations.
Quantum computers are still far from replacing everyday machines. They're fragile, difficult to control, and limited in what they can do. But advances like this show how quickly the field is evolving. What Sycamore demonstrates isn't just speed, it's a glimpse of a future where problems considered impossible today could become solvable. And that future may be closer than we expect.
First and foremost, that song in the background, if you know where it's from Interstellar, the movie. I highly recommend it. That's the whole future, quantum, like, it's a deep conversation type of situation, but like basically it's like you can go in the future, different realms, different timelines. And that when I hear that song, I remember the movie. I would love the movie. It's like it's kind of sad because like if it's possible to go in different timelines, you know that's why you have deja vu and you have visions. It's your future selves trying to tell the present self to forewarn you. But you just don't know that yet. That's my situation. The only reason why I mentioned visions because some queen where I'm from, she mentioned visions, and I was like, oh, it's kind of like she's trying to explain to me like, oh, it's kind of like deja vu. She's like, well, deja vu is more like something happened to you. Vision is more like it's happening, but you can see, you know, like scenarios. It's like pretty much real for the most part. You just can't see faces, but you hear voices. And after she talked about it, guess what happened? Almost like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I talked to her, on the once again, I used to use POF, Plenty of Fish, day nap, just not for the day nap itself, just to go live, because I love to trigger the boys. Because I'm talking about lives, you know, it's a live session, talking about, you know, healing journey, mental health, talk relationships, and they talk their bullshit. I'd be like, babe, boy, I love to bully bullies first and foremost. I'd be like, babe, boy, you're in a day, did you forget you're in a day nap? You're looking for love and talking shit. Yo, Queens, this guy right here, this boy, is a fucking red flag. Do not get involved with him at all. And then jump into the live session, they'd be like, man, you're funny. I love to bully, especially when you're in day naps and looking for love. I tell the Queens all the time, be careful, man. It's about, you know, energy. Try to comprehend energy. You know, behind a fucking screen, you know, there's only so much you could do with it if you don't know what energy is. I can comprehend anybody. Once again, a lot of queens on these platforms, they're viral, all their status and bullshit, right? But when I go to the platforms and I see what they post, self a queen, self a queen, self a queen, and I show them flash, I don't think God, the universe, I just think OnlyFans, because they're selling lust. Yes, that's like Queen of the time. I have a bunch of ones that are OFs. Queens making money, but here's the kicker. Do not let a dog become your God and your love, because then everything becomes transactional. So you can say love, no, you are a toxic love. Your God and your love, religious talk. What did the devil, Lucifer, Satan offer Jesus? So that's what he offered you, and you're taking that shit and I run with it. So don't ever say love, nor don't ever say God. And when they get triggered, who the fuck are you to judge me? Oh, who am I? Tan my face. 1% woke, we're the referee judge of the universe. That's who I am. I just checked you. What's good? Respectfully. If I hurt your feelings, don't talk to me. Keep running. You're not ready for the healing journey. You can verbalize it, preach about it. You're a woman. You're a queen on these platforms. Everyone supports women. Everyone supports kids, especially with the healing journey, mental health. Men do not support men. They're mental with the healing journey like I do. We get shit on, but I don't stop. I challenge the whole universe. All my tattoos for a reason. 95% universe, you're not ready for this conversation at all. Respectfully. A lot of queens are, but even then when it comes to the point, like, well, like, you keep choosing wrong. Why? Well, yes, you don't see what I see. You don't have energy yet. Trust me, the day you comprehend energy, nobody can sell you a dream. You're for one there, or you can try to say, we can do this, queen, but here's the kicker. The door's there for both of us, day one off the rip. I can leave, you can leave. Can you handle rejection? You can ghost me, I don't care. You can cheat on me, I don't care. I don't need you in my life. A zillion queens of the whole universe, why would I stress and cry about you respectfully? Are you that special? Nobody's special at all respectfully. Only the person here is special. So I can handle rejection. Can you? A lot of people can handle rejection, you know. So to warn people, once again, that's a cool quantum supercomputers, geek techies. You know, when it comes to coding, it's ones and zeros, but the new computer has 1 zeros and it does multiple times quantum. But here's the kicker. Very intriguing. You know, geek techie type for blue pillars that don't know anything about computers coding is Japanese to you. Don't worry about that conversation. Don't worry about quantum. Worry about you and your mental health. The person mirror. If you're sounding depressed, like my buddies are geek techies. They're fucking making mammy. They're fucking racks, 160, 6-7 figures plus. I talked bullshit with them, and I was giving shit. Look at that. You're making 7 figures, man. You're a baller ass, and you're still sounding depressed. You're a fucking zombie and addict to addiction. All my tattoos. The trigger is this weak. You're not strong. You're weak, respectfully. Why? Here's the best. You have no kids. You're a zombie with no kids. I lost 2 families. I got 8 kids deep. Why am I a zombie like you? Respectfully. You and I should be fucking getting high and drunk together many years ago. Respectfully. And that's what I'm going to talk to me. They'll keep it short. They'll reach out when they want guidance, and from there, just go. Like, oh, you can, hey, you can't take my energy. You're still messing up. Tell me you're a zombie. Well, it doesn't matter what you do in life, because your God and your love is drugs, alcohol, pills. Your Skittles. All my tattoos. The bottle doesn't need you. All capital letters. You need the bottle. Why? Then you can hang up and run away. Yeah, I'm always going to tell you the same answer. Why do you want... You're not ready for the healing journey, respectfully. I already told you the answer. Your God and your love is mammy bullshit. So you're stuck in a physical trombone because every day you wake up, we're all scared to be alone, right? One side of my face is numb. I forget which side it is my face. You're numb. We're all fucking numb. But you want to become super numb because you don't want to feel your feelings, right? And I hear, once again, to all the zombies, I've heard many stories. I asked them, so when you're high and drunk, whatever, right? What do you see? What do you do? What do you hear? And I have my family. I speak to God, the universe. Right, cool. Beautiful story. And now you come back to reality. You're sober. Now what will we do with your real feelings? I do psychedelics here and there. Yeah, my situation, fuck. I'll probably start doing them again, right? But when you have the form people, when you do psychedelics and drugs in general, microdose, do at a portion, they'll become like my dumb ass the last session, become greedy because I think I'm invincible and shit. And I want to speak to God, the one. Yeah, I got a form from the universe. You can potentially speak to God, the universe, right? But you might wake up, but not in this timeline. To warn people, that's why I invested for 6-7 months before I actually tried it. I became greedy. Yeah, I got a reality check. I'm happy I'm still here because I could have woke up a different timeline. My vessel avatar dies here in this 2026 and Earth, whatever. But I wake up in 2560 fucking BCAD or somewhere else, and I have all this knowledge, all this shit, but I'm a different vessel, and everyone think I'm crazy, like, bro. Yes, that's what they make movies and animes and scenarios. Yeah, microdosing, it's a lot safer for the most part every which way because you feel it coming, and then that's what happens. Your sixth sense kicks in. Your mental, you have the third eye, my tattoo, the third eye. Your mental, the pineal gland opens up, and there it is. Now everything changes, and it's very emotional to the fullest. So if you're too traumatized, don't do it. Ayahuasca, DMT, shrooms, do not do it. If you decide to do it, have real support teams, and they actually guide you. They won't fuck with you, guide with you every which way, because it's very emotional. Welcome back, Queen. ¿Cómo estás? Hello, go. Which I'm gonna call it because, in my situation, fear kicked in, and to forewarn people. I said all the time to forewarn you because no one really taught. I did research. Internet, TikTok, Spotify, all these podcasts, right? But no one really elaborates to forewarn you. It's a scenario. Let's say you're scared of heights, right? Let's say you go to a lake and there's a 20-foot drop. You sit there at the edge. You're like, fuck, man. Everyone's jumping and they make it look easy. Yeah. Now it's your turn. Remember this. You can sit there, ponder and bullshit, but when you jump, there's no such thing as air brakes. So when you're doing psychedelics, there's no off switch. There's no, you know what? Let me slow down. Like, for example, you drink alcohol, right? You drink too much alcohol. Yeah, what happens? You stop feeling like shit. Then stop drinking alcohol. Drink hella water. Pee like a horse, right? If I eat some food, you can detox pretty quick, You might still get a hangover type of situation, but you can manage, control it. No, when you're doing drugs and psychedelics, nope. There's no slowing down. The ball is fucking rolling, and it's a leap of faith. You jump off the edge, and you have a good trip. If you have a bad trip, you have fear, it'll scare the shit out of you. You won't probably ever do it again. Trust me, I haven't done it for almost 6-7 months. Because once again, when I woke up, I'm alive. I call my uncle, my boy. They're all tripping on me and stuff. Like, bro, you good? Like, I'm better now. I'm back here. I thought I was going to make it. Where'd you go? Well, to all these universes, all these realms. And remember this, what you as a being, when you do psychedelics and these types of drug type of situation, right? Whatever you believe in, God, Buddha, the universe, look what I talk about. So what do you think when I had my little trip, what I thought about, what I saw? I'm like a being, right? I'm a being watching. It's all like family, a father to a son to a daughter, and they're all crying. And and I can't do shit. I can't say shit. I'm sitting observing. They look at me with locked eyes, and I can't say, because I'm like an animal. I'm a bird. I'm a tree. Whatever. I'm just like wild shit. And they all come back in my living room. I can see the walls. I see the pictures. I hear my dogs crying because they sixth sense. They're hearing. They can sense what's going on. And I gotta go, and it disappeared. So many, but the cool thing was when you do like the synthetic psilocybin, like the chocolate bars, shroom bars, it's mammy synthetic. So the cool thing about that mammy synthetic in a positive manner, the most you can do is a 2-hour trip. If you do regular psychedelic shrooms, about 4 to 5 grams, which I probably won't ever try to attempt that respectfully. If I did, I would have someone watch over me, that's about 6 to 8 hours. So I'm in my van, so I'm gonna do my van. Just you get a bar, it's got 12 pieces, so just do 3 pieces Or you start small, just do one. Just take one piece and, see what it does to you. And no matter what, everyone's going to hit you. But once again, like, if you're too traumatized, have someone watch over you, because, it's very emotional. Because you can be on your trip, you can literally walk up, not knowing that you're walking, and you leave your household and you fall into a ditch or you get hit by a car, respectfully. So be careful with that. My situation, I'm just trying to respect when I say this. I'm just trying to speak to other beings out there, because you speak to other beings type of situation. And that's when they say you go different timelines. I know it sounds crazy when I say that, but that's spirituality talk, that's psychedelic talks, every which way. That's you have like DMT, ayahuasca. There's many types of it, but once again, to forewarn you, if you decide to do that, like, it can affect you in a positive manner or a negative manner. But even then, even if it's positive manner, it'll help you with your traumas for sure. But you're the only one that can let go. DMT can't do it. Your ex can't do it. God, I can't do it for you. Only you can let go and do closure for yourself. That if you don't do closure for yourself, I promise you $1,000, $1 billion that don't have you will always have hatred, dislike to your ex-exes, your past pain, your toxic trauma, and then turn into child trauma. You'll always have point the finger at your parents. Well, my parents should have taught me better. How can you I'm telling you back? How can your parents teach you better if they was not taught better? Make that make sense? Eventually, get that shit tied in my back. What? You can blame your parents, but they don't. If they knew this conversation, pretty confident, they would have been told you a long time ago. And especially when you're young, because you're young. When we're young, we're sponges. We observe everything. We mirror everybody up to the fullest, and maybe potentially comprehend this conversation. If not, you can make comments, ask questions. Why do you think little kids ask a billion questions, and you become older? You're never scared to ask a question. That's how everybody out there. If you don't make comment or ask a question, you will never spark conversation. You will never know. Assume is not knowing. Gossip is not knowing. Judge is not knowing. Think is not knowing. So especially if you want to be like potential partners, like the intent to talk to each other best as possible. We talk to each other. If not, it's not gonna work out. Babe, what are we doing here? What am I doing here? I can't talk easily. Yes, you have people that are introverted, understandable. But I promise you $1,000, when you have a potential partner, you have a good partner, both from the healing journey, you open up more, because you can be more of yourself, more authentic of yourself. Because that's the part of the healing journey, and especially more on the love side, But as a forewarning. But I'll play one more clip, guys, and I gotta bounce like a bunny, because I gotta go to sleep. I'm tired.
Google's quantum.
Whoops, sorry, wrong.
So a lot of people.
And once again, this is Johnny Chang. Highly recommend it. Once again, you don't have to be religious. You can be atheist, but it's someone just telling a story, And he's when it comes to religious talk, he's a beast. I love the way he speaks. That's why, once again, my mentors is, and they don't even know that, they're my mentors. Johnny Chang, Sati Tim, and Lori Wheeler. I love all the podcasts. Once again, I'll binge their stuff. I'll rehear it again, because I'm always learning more from them, because it's just stories. And once again, Johnny Chang, he just focus more energy on the Bible. He knows scripture. He'd be like, John, I'm like, damn, you're a beast, That's beautiful. So every which way. And potentially, maybe if he comes to Seattle this year, I'm going to try to go to one of his little live sessions, tour sessions type of situation. Because I would love to speak to him. Like, King, you're a beast. The way you articulate your words. Talk about God, use the Bible, a beast, but just for one, you in the positive manner, like God, yes, emotional and spiritual has us every which way. But remember, we are the beings, the physical being with the human experience that go through these traumas and toxic relationships and stuff like that. So I preach because his parents were born and raised Buddhist, right? So I go over like Buddha taught, mind and body. I do mind and body and the person by your side. And God can't take this pain from me. He'll hold my and guide me, he's a kicker. And that's when it comes to religious talk, which right now I'll play this clip. I'll play this clip, and it says how to speak to God, and I'll elaborate after.
People think going to God is I need to be polished and have this perfect prayer and articulate every single issue that I have to God. It's not about going to God correctly, it's going to God honestly. And when you go to God honestly, then you're able to kind of share your heart, and it realigns you too. I don't know if I'm walking crooked. God, can you please show me if I'm doing that? And if I'm not, also show me that. And if you do show me and I don't see it, then Lord, please also help me with that as well. I'll go to God and I'll pray for you guys. And I'll be like, Lord, please help me be a good leader. And if you don't allow me to be a good leader, don't let me miss the lesson in that. Because you could snap your fingers and make me a good leader. But if I mess up on certain things, I don't want to do just good. I want to learn the lesson that you're trying to teach me through all of this. Please don't let me miss that lesson, because that's valuable. Going to God is always, what do you think about it? Not, what can you do for me?
Which is beautiful. Once again, he's a beast. I love the way he speaks, man. So when it comes to God part, right, higher source, I tell people, like, just be authentic to yourself. My situation, like, you know, I'll say all this stuff for everybody out there, because whatever your religious belief is, right? So I said, God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual, your ancestors, emotional, the spiritual, they're always by your side 24/7, 365. Like, I talk to them all the time. They know I'm doing good on the overall, you know? Every which way, try best as possible. I'll do this for you guys to pay it forward. And when it comes to, like, you know, some people in religious talk, you know, spiritual talk, they want to speak to God, the universe. Like, I keep it simple, because once again, everyone's doing terminology, the way you're speaking. Anyone that's positive, a square person, empathetic person, and their healing journey, and you ask for advice and start elaborating. And once again, because you're doing A, communication, you don't comprehend. Let's say they're doing A and B, communication comprehension, because they know, like my situation, I know what I'm talking about 1,000%. Like Johnny Chang talks about the Bible, he knows it, right? So if you want to say you want to speak to God, the universe, we're just messengers, so we're part of Him, every which way. So if God was here, I tell the Queen of time, if God was here, I promise you 1,000, He would tell you the same thing. Yo, shut up. I gave you choice and free will. The door is right there. I know it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You know, it's scary to do it, take a leap of faith to see what's out there. But I promise you, there's better out there every which way. Not everyone's bad. Not everyone's evil. The ones that choose to be like that, that's choice of free will, but that's more Lucifer side. You know, so again, that's why I keep it simple. Anyone that's, you know, being mean to you, let's go part of, you know, they're being like negative type of situation, try to get you in trouble. Let's go party kick it, let's go cheat, whatever the fuck. Those are Lucifer's disciples. You're talking to the devil, Lucifer, Satan right there in front of your face, literally. You're doing good or you love your partner, but they encourage you to do wrong, to do bad. Then why get involved with them respectfully, you know? So once again, everybody has their own terminology every which way. I keep it simple. Like, anyone that gives positive advice, speaking to God, or all communication messengers, only you as one being can do comprehension. I cannot do comprehension for you. I cannot take this pain from you at all. I'm not God, nor Jesus, nor the universe at all. I don't have that power. In scenario, let's say even if I did have that power, I still wouldn't take it from nobody at all. Because if I take the pain from you and you did no healing journey, I promise you 1,000, the burns I don't have, you will fall on your face again, and you will get in another toxic love, broken, codependent, because you see the good in them. You believe you're the fixer, change, your savior. Yeah, I know you will fall on your face. That's why you gotta feel you should want to feel your feelings, to comprehend, to evolve in life, so you don't do this again and again and again. And once again, before we're out of here, to carve it out in this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? You don't want to do bodies, no tears. And nothing's wrong with shedding tears, right? But if you keep crying for toxic relationship, there's the problem. If you give your all, and yes, the victim mindset, yes, I did, yes. If you did your part, you did your part. But here's the kicker: you matched the energy, you met them halfway, which is love. Love is the answer of all, every which way. Love's free in the water. If your partner is taking the energy and they don't meet you halfway, that's called toxic love on their end, because they're not ready for love. They thought thinking is not knowing. Love is consistent every which way. So on the overall, if you are loved, then you are consistent. Then your love vibe with people that are doing the healing journey, and they offer love also. Then potentially you do friendships, associates for sure, friendships, potential partnerships. But to forewarn you, it can still fall apart. Imagine you one day, your side or their side, they go, yeah, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. Back to square one, rejection, key on rejection. And you get, yes, you gave your all, yes, I know, but here's the kicker. No one's got to stay. No one's got to stay at all. And I know it's kind of like shitty to hear that, but it's the truth. I'm not here to tell nobody a dream and say, you know what, if you pray to God, the universe, I promise you 1,000, they won't ever leave you. They won't ever cheat on you. They won't ever ghost you. I'm selling you a dream. That's not factual. I don't run the universe. I'm not God, Jesus, the universe at all. I don't have that power at all. And on top of it, once again, it's our choice and free will. So that's why the intent is to make it to that point. And I promise you 1,000 before. For the most part, I don't think no one's just ghost like that. Your energy typically starts changing. Like if you listen in the beginning, lovey-dovey, text and call, everything, that's love is consistent. You know your partner. But as energy starts shifting, the sparks are ending, less texting, less calling, less everything. You might even call them out, hey, you good? Are you good? No, we're good. Why are you asking? Because I'm calling you text, you don't, I respond right away when you call text. You don't do that no more. Oh, it's because I'm busy, some bullshit excuse. Anybody can make time for anybody whenever they want to. That is their choice, free will. So, if energy's shifting, more likely it's going to end. So before she goes to the type of situation, she want to talk to them. And remember, there's your partner that talk to you. So if they don't talk to you, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Sit there and entertain, or be selfish and positive. My baby, I love you, but I'm myself more. I see the energy shifting. You can say, no, we're good. We're not good. I'm good on my end. I've been reaching out, etc. You say verbally you're good, but it's not good at all, respectfully. So somebody else is probably getting your attention, or you're bored. So how about this? I'll do it for a favor for both of us. I'll just squash this for both of us. Don't stay for too long, respectfully. But guys, gotta go. So love you guys. Have a good night. Stay blessed. Be good squad. Take care. Be safe. See you guys. Spend the night. Take care. Ciao, ciao. Be safe. Tita squad. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. Tita squad. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. IG. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Ciao, ciao. And then Twitch. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe.